Ladies and gentlemen, how the hell are you? Welcome to Game Informer Live. Today, I have two of the most beautiful boys in video games. I have Alex Van Aken. Hello, sir.
Hello.
And Marcus Stewart.
Hey, hey.
And I am Alex Stadnik. Today, we are playing Biomutant, the long-anticipated open-world RPG from Experiment 101. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to be playing from scratch. We're going to be playing the first 3 hours. And I think we should just get it popping, you know?
I think we shall. I think we shall get it popping.
Indeed. Alrighty.
I am tweeting out for us that we're live.
Tweeting.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. Dan Tack in chat, we're dropping the new Game Informer hype emote.
Oh, we got some emotes going on.
We got some emotes going, indeed.
You love to see it.
What happens when you get Tack in chat?
Yes, sir.
It almost rhymes.
True. It's close.
Look at that little guy.
He's just bopping. Sound is off for a second just because I'm clicking out of it. Chat, don't worry.
All good.
I got you.
Wait, where's the sound?
Oh! All right, here we go. Now, gentlemen, you were selected on this sacred mission here because you both have played the game.
We have.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, which character did you guys go with, or what do you think I should start with today? Chat, this is up to you as well.
So let me show you, just for, click Murgle real quick.
Okay.
And then, so, if people haven't watched a character creator video, you can adjust the stats and he will morph. Turn that bad boy all the way up to strength.
Oh, yeah?
I'll tell you what my guy looks like. That's what my guy looks like.
What a beautiful boy. Oh, wow. Look at that.
Yeah, right?
Bro.
A beautiful little beaver boy. But you can go back and we can pick another.
He looks like
thing. I just wanted to show you.
Yeah.
He looks like Arthur in like the earlier books when he had a huge nose.
Yeah. I feel like
I almost did all intellect.
Oh, okay.
Which is also a good look.
There we go. Oh man. Wow.
Yeah.
These are some truly nightmarish creatures here. I love how devious he looks. Wait, hold on. Right there.
Mr. Celia girl.
Yeah. Or attempt to,
flesh.
and then get a drink splashed on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Marcus, how about you? Who'd you go with?
Encode your DNA.
I went with I forgot the names. I have to go back. I think I went with Murgle.
Okay, so we're both Murgle boys.
Yeah, the Murgle brothers, as they called us.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. I went with I went with Rex.
Define
I
your
believe.
genetic
Oh, okay.
structure.
Yeah. I liked him. He did a little charisma.
Listen, Alex, right. you're in the driver's seat today, so
we're rolling.
Encode
Yeah.
So you're going with this guy. I was gonna say maybe go with excuse me, Tiny Head.
I was gonna say I think
Define your genetic
Marcus,
structure.
who I said was the Nostradamus of Game Informer, said Fip was going to be the internet's favorite boy, which we can see very clearly here why.
As you
Tiny
can see,
head.
I'm trying to manufacture that prophecy.
Yeah, exactly. We're trying to get the trend rolling here. Man, that is the thickest neck I've ever seen on something with a small head.
A Brock Lesnar-esque neck he's got there.
My goodness.
Do we want him to be a big boy, like a strength guy, or what do we?
Yeah.
I love the broad shoulders on this
Do you?
string.
Is that why we're friends, Van Aken?
Yeah, we're both broad-shouldered boys.
Yeah. Yeah, we can go all
Making t-shirts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, all these guys have quite the overbite here. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I love character creators, especially in fantasy games where things just get weird. I love World of Warcraft for that reason. Give me all of the weird, give me all the overbites, give me the whatever you want.
Yeah.
I think they look cool. So
Nice.
Yeah.
But you're in the hot seat. You make the pick, Alex.
Okay.
And the nice thing about this game is that it's third person, so you can actually appreciate.
Yes.
Yeah, your character.
First person character creators, I almost never really tweak all that much.
I think that's the
I'm
stupid.
like, oh, that's fine.
See, I always do. I always fall into that trap of it's got to look great, and then half the time it's like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
There's no mirrors in this
And
game.
then I have if there's any cutscenes, I usually have a helmet on.
Choose your style.
Right.
True.
Let's see. So, and we should also point out to the classes or the tribes affect stats a little bit. Marcus and Alex, I don't know if you guys encountered it a ton, but But
I went with,
yeah.
yeah, like I chose, I think my class was a little bit geared towards charisma, so you get a little bit of a stat boost. It's not, none of the stat boosts are like dramatic. It's just like a little bit of a head start, so you can kind of feel free picking based on like appearance more than anything, because you can very easily bump up your stats to whatever you would like them to be for the most part.
Yeah. LA Wilson, Attribute, Raisin B Man, Uncharted Steve. Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. LA Wilson, that's my mom.
Shout
says,
out.
You give him a tiny head like Beetlejuice. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
You can totally do that.
Can we just make
Uncharted
Beetlejuice?
Steve says, hey guys, I haven't seen much about this game. Looking forward to checking it out. Well, we're here to show you the first, like 3 hours, maybe more.
Yeah,
so
we'll see how
strap
the stream
in.
goes.
Yeah, we're gonna play it by ear.
Yeah.
Thanks for streaming this, guys. Making this work morning much better. No worries, Outrun. What's up, Prime Nerd? How are you? Man, look at that. Look at that fresh new sub badge on Prime Nerd.
Ooh.
You love to see it. Look at that. Ooh, saucy. I like it.
Dork Child, hello.
I don't know what the color coordinate. Alex, you're more of a designer, right? What should
Going for like a Halloween palette there, it's like black and orange.
Okay, we can go with some complementary. So your main fur is orange, right?
It's like red, but I think now that I'm looking at it, it's like a little too red.
Pick your main color.
So we could do like a blue green.
Okay.
That'd look nice.
Okay. Like blue being the main color.
Oh. Okay, pick your main color and we'll pick the secondary.
Okay. See, that's what I think they should have started with the other one.
Yeah,
So
you should go with like a hot neon. I think. Like I think we should have a really fluorescent.
Okay,
guy.
Okay.
For like the YouTube thumbnail, like we'll just like have him, his face like
really,
plastered
like,
up there.
Yeah.
Good highlighter color there.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
fair.
I can't do green and yellow because that's Packer colors. I'm not here for it. Oh, let's see.
Abe asks, not streaming on YouTube. Is this a new thing? Yeah. So we are going to be streaming. Our Twitch streams will be, or our streams will be exclusively on Twitch going forward, and then 24 hours later, we will upload the relevant archive onto YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube.com/Game Informer. We've got a whole big announcement. I think it's going up today, tomorrow. So keep an eye on our socials. Help us spread the word.
It's a beautiful thing. I think our character here is ready for a rave, and I think this is what we're gonna go with.
That's good. It's kind of like Joker colors a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But like Jared
We live in a
Leto Joker
society.
colors, not like
Oh, the best one.
Yeah. The goatee. Yeah.
Everyone's favorite.
I think this is the play.
Pick a
All right. So, gentlemen, I ask again. What class did you guys go with?
Command.
I went with Deadeye.
Okay.
So did I.
You guys both
Deadeye's
went
kind of at least positioned like by Experiment 101, the developer, as I guess the closest to like an all-around class.
Okay.
But they're all pretty distinct.
Saboteur.
I wanted to go Psy Freak, but I hated the armor.
You could change the armor.
Yeah, but I didn't want to be stuck with that armor for like 2 hours.
I almost went with Saboteur just because of the dual melee thing.
Saboteur.
Okay. Yeah. I did what Van Aken couldn't. I did go the Cypher route.
Wow, what a weirdo.
All right.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
No fashion sense whatsoever.
Do you want chat? Should we like turn the chat?
Yeah.
See what they think we should pick?
Yeah, chat. What class do you want to see? We'll give you like 30 to 60 seconds while we read through chat.
Yeah, and we'll look
Vaughn
at each one.
Vaughn asks, few of the YouTubers have started to review the game and they don't seem happy after the play. Still, I will wait to buy the game later after clarity. Our review is over on GameInformer.com and the video version over on YouTube.com/GameInformer. You can go check both of those out to see our full thoughts, or Marcus's full thoughts, to clarify.
Yes.
I'm sure my thoughts are different. I haven't had a chance to watch yet because we just went live. But I plan to right after this. But Marcus, what do you give the game?
So I gave the game a 6.5 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah, I like the game a lot. I like the game. I think there's definitely some half-baked elements, but I think there's a lot of potential in this series, and I hope that they get to make a second Biomutant. I think that game would be just being able to take this version of the game and polish it even further, and like take some of these really cool ideas. I'm excited to see where the series goes. That's what I'll say. Uncharted C says I like the electric hands. Okay, so that's 1 vote for Freak.
I think, and Bondoc Bandit says shouldn't have said you don't like Freak because now I vote Freak. So
Perfect.
We'll just
You know how contrarian the internet can be, Van Aken.
yeah.
For real. For real.
All right, and Mama Van Aken also says Freak. So
There we go.
I think
we got a bunch of Freaks in chat.
Yeah,
Betrayed by my own mother.
Which is why I
I'm
love
kidding.
her.
I'm excited to see how Freak starts.
Yeah, I like Freak. I like the energy aspect of it, the key aspect of it. I was looking forward to trying a different class on stream, but that's what happens when you ask
Choosing
chat,
a path in life is that fork in the road
yeah,
where you
and
make
as
a
I am
choice
Leafeon
or
says in the
simply
chat,
stop
hype,
living.
hype, hype. Let's get it. Let's get into the game.
Yes, sir. Leafeon, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're thinking this will make a great podcast game.
But for
I
you,
think so.
It's not only
I
a
absolutely
crossroad, but
think
a
so. You're not. I think the soundtrack is pretty unremarkable, and the only real voices that you hear outside of our 2 buddies here is just this narrator that pretty much recites anything and everything, and he can be a little much at times. So
There's
yeah,
a
I'd
slider
say
you can turn the narrator's frequency up and down. Just pro tip for anybody playing the game.
yes. 'cause I
You
do
want
not-
more of the narrator? Crank them all the way up. You want less? Turn them all the way down.
Yeah.
You kind of get to customize.
What's in your nature?
So we have our first little choice here, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, this.
Not
Very-
really.
very
In
minor.
hindsight, this choice is very nothing. Are we gonna be a jerk? How are we gonna play
You're
this?
gonna make me be a
I was
jerk?
pretty light in my playthrough for the most part.
So was I. We could go dark.
You guys are gonna make me go dark on this one? Okay.
I
will
listen,
try.
nobody, most people out there are gonna go light. So
Yeah.
we got to be the people that show off the dark.
Okay.
You know.
That's true.
I would say Bondoc Bandit asked, do console graphics match this quality? I would say not quite. I played on
Right is
PS4,
always right.
and it probably ran at 30, but it didn't look quite as sharp as PC. I think honestly, overall, if you have the choice, I'd say go with PC.
Stories of death
I have.
from the
I'm about
bodies left
10,
behind.
12 hours into the
A
game. I have
reminder
not
that we're at
had
the mercy of nature,
any
and the
bugs or
one that
crashes quite
preys
yet.
on
There's some
us.
neither.
hitches in loading into dialogue sequences, right, and cutscenes, but
Do you
nothing
remember the
game breaking
beast
quite
that
yet.
shattered
Where
your family? Or did you
Marcus, I know
choose
you
to
had a different
forget?
experience with that, correct?
You turned your back
Yeah,
on our
pretty much the
world.
exact opposite.
And got
I had
up.
some crashes, some weird glitches, some glitches I've never really seen before in any other games. Like I had a weird camera bug at multiple points where the corner of the screen went black,
Oh,
and just weird little things like getting trapped in geometry randomly and cinematic camera misbehaving.
that naughty cinematic camera.
Oh, here's your so this guy is kind of like the main antagonist, sort of by default. He's like there's a whole backstory with this guy.
And his-
Lupa Lupin.
I was gonna say loop or something. Let's see. Hit you with that. Oh nope, tried to parry. That didn't work. There we go. Bang.
You got it. Look at that. Perfect parry.
Get that. Get those.
You're
Super
just going
Saiyan
ham
vibes,
on
baby.
him.
Oh
Let 'em
yeah.
know.
Lupa Lupin, man.
Yo, these animations look sick.
Yeah. Let's get it.
So as you're fighting, Abe Foreman 3 asks, character creation question for first timers. Is there anything we should know as far as character creator? Can we adjust anything later in the game, like reassign stats or abilities, or is it set in stone once we create our little furball? You can absolutely edit your character. Like you get skill points, you can, alter all of your stats. That's why I was saying earlier that you can kind of feel safe picking a character based more on appearance in their class, because if you get enough skill points, you can bump up any other stat. And the same goes for your appearance. Like there's a character you meet who can change your fur and your color, so don't even feel too tied to that element.
Yeah. You can
so
go
yeah.
a little bit.
Same with clothing. Like if you don't like what your character starts with, you will find new clothing pieces very quickly.
Yeah. Vaughn Q in chat asks, I just saw the review you guys posted on YouTube. It shows a 6.5 rating. Is the 6.5 score for lack of polish or lack of content?
Definitely not lack of
Marcus,
content.
Yeah, it's more of a lack of polish, and yeah, across the board. Like there's plenty to do, and I think that was one of the concerns people had about Biomutant was that the open world gave a sense of being maybe a little bit empty in some of the trailers, and so I was pleasantly surprised to have a very full quest log for pretty much my entire experience with the game. Like every NPC, not every NPC, but a lot of them that you'll talk to, they'll point you towards something, whether it be a full-on quest or like a little question mark, like, hey, there's a point of interest here in the map. And yeah, you'll find your quest log inflate very quickly after you get past the initial kind of prologue hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just
I'd say like 3 hours in, it starts to fill up.
Yeah.
3 hours in.
For sure. And the beginning's a little slow. So.
We might want to have you stop sharing your screen.
Are we chugging a little bit?
A little bit. And there's probably a second or two max delay on stream, so I think that'll probably be the best.
Okay. Well, here, can I try taking it off max for a second and see if that
helps?
helps?
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, let's try that.
If it's still
I will let you know.
Yeah.
It's only every now and then, but
Okay.
I figured I'd let you know.
For sure.
Let's see. Popeye Tree? Hopefully I pronounced that right. Is this coming to Game Pass? Seems like a good candidate. It is not.
Yeah, as far as we know yet, right?
It is not coming to Game
Not
Pass.
at launch.
Yeah. I do agree it would be a good candidate for Game Pass, but because like Marcus said, there's a lot of game here, but with that lack of polish, like it feels like a good candidate for that. But not the world we
Also,
live
new
in.
IP, get it in as many people's hands as possible.
Yeah.
Sell that Biomutant merch.
Merch.
That's what I'd be doing.
I would do a Build-A-Bear promotion with this game. Just let me,
That'd be good. Yeah.
Great idea.
That's really
because it's
good
like you
idea.
can't really sell a stand. I guess you could sell the little mutant that's on the box as like the canon character, but it'd be cool if I could make my actual in-game character in like a Build-A-Bear style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Marcus, then this is one thing I wasn't totally clear on. The modules, they just affect like your gun or your ability. What do the modules do?
So they're pretty much just like special clips for your gun.
Oh, okay.
So there's like fire, that electric one you have, like poison basically, and when you pick them up, you can excuse me, you can immediately equip them to your gun, and you have a set amount of them. Like it pretty much lasts your full clip when you run out. So that's all.
Cool.
So it's always nice to find those, and I just equip those immediately.
For sure. Most definitely. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Nice little toilet chest. I appreciate you. Yeah, get some health there.
Let's see. Zagarion asked, does this feel unique itself, or does it feel like other games? Bit of both.
Yeah.
I think I really feel like the world feels unique. That's my favorite part of this game.
For sure.
Are like all the really pretty like set pieces, or not set pieces, like
the art design.
Yeah,
Character
yeah.
design.
Like we'll see
Exactly.
when we get more into the open world after we get past this like little opening part, but I think it's a post-apocalyptic world, but you wouldn't guess it just because of how vibrant everything is. And yeah, like just the weird character designs, like that, like you said, Alex, my favorite part was just wandering around and just stumbling upon the stuff, or just like some weird monster showing up and you're like, look at that thing.
Yeah, what the hell is that thing?
Yeah, no, I love the look of everything. I think that's the best part of the game, and I think that's why everybody's so interested in this game. Is like it's got a really great hook of like, man, this thing looks pretty, you know, and interesting.
For sure.
But it's a pretty, like, it's an open world game. Like it's a huge map. It's divided into different biomes. There's villages and points of interest. There's you know, the map is not quite littered with icons. Like it's not Assassin's Creed, but you know, you're getting a bunch of side missions. You're going around solving some pretty basic, like really basic side quests on top of like the myriad of kind of main narrative arcs that you're doing. So if you're a fan of open world games, like this is up your alley.
Yeah.
And kind of going into the next question from Ape Foreman 3 says, I have a follow-up as I haven't finished reading the review since you went live shortly after posting it. Would you most closely equate the combat to as far as other games, such I guess Devil May Cry or Bayonetta?
Not as nuanced, but like light maybe, right?
Yeah, I guess in terms of the idea of like, you've got some stylish melee combined with some gunplay.
Yeah, I enjoyed the combat. I'm typically somebody who those larger combos kind of get lost on me. And like most action games, like I just feel like I don't have the mental bandwidth to like keep up with like, oh yeah, okay, X X Y X B up, like, and that'll do this, you know. The ones that I'm only about 4 hours into this, and you can kind of choose which abilities you want to unlock, like when you level up. And so I have had fun. Like I think I have like the crane shot or something, and it's like at the end of my melee sequences, I can like fan a revolver. Stuff like that's really cool.
Yeah, and the gunplay kind of like reminds me a little bit of like Ratchet and Clank, just because all the guns that you can make, and we'll see the crafting system a little bit later. But like you can craft all these wacky weapons that you can imbue with different kind of like status effects and elemental effects, and so like it just looks really bombastic in that sense.
Mr. Boombastic.
I love all of the character names. Iron Wall, Goop. One of the main characters we'll see here in a few is what's his name? Not
Out of Date.
Out of Date. And like during flashbacks, his name changes to Best Before. Like, there's lots of like fun little jokes like that.
I like fun little jokes.
Raisin B-Man asks, Sonic Forces character creator versus this one.
I've only used the Sonic Forces character creator one time for a video I made on YouTube. I'd say this one is better. I remember Sonic Forces character creator being a little on the shallow end.
Yeah, I just heard Sonic and character creator. I was like, wait, what? That's a that's a thing in our lives?
Yeah, the last Sonic game had a character creator, which I'm amazed it took that long to do, given how popular Sonic OCs are, like in DeviantArt and stuff. You could maybe make an approximation of Sonic in this game, probably closer to Tails if you want to go that route.
Abe asks, so is this more parry focus or just DPS or elemental stuff?
Yeah, like is it like a rock paper scissors thing with the elemental like fire types versus grass types? I'm still not sure. I tried that against some enemies where like there's like these moss covered enemies in one area of the map, and I was like, I'm gonna use my fire, and I was like watching it. It's like I can't tell if it's hurting them more or not. So I don't think so, unless it's more subtle than.
I think it might be more subtle, because I know like when you're creating your character and like there's certain areas in the world, like if you have certain elemental resistances, it's like you can stay there longer, right?
Time to find a way out of this place.
So
really, I mean it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely subtle, like Marcus said, if it is there.
Yeah. Also, I guess we can talk about the biomes maybe when we get there. But I will say right off the bat, pro tip. So when you were making a character creator, one of the stats you can bump up from the beginning is your resistances. You see it there in the bottom right-hand corner. And so there's different areas of the map that are like, oh, this area is too hot or this is too cold. And you can venture into those areas, but you can only do it for a limited time before, like, you'll see a little counter in the upper corner that kind of is like a timer for how long you can last before you die. You can bump up your resistances using your stat points if you want, but I will recommend not doing that, because the first time you enter those areas, you're pretty much going to be immediately you'll immediately trigger a quest that sends you to find the suits that will fully protect you from those areas. Which I would recommend prioritizing if you're playing this game, like get those out of the way so that you have those suits, and then you can venture into those zones hindrance free. And what I do like about the game is that you can save multiple outfits and loadouts. So I just saved all the different suits, so it makes it easy to switch between.
Nice. Yeah.
If like when you find yourself in those areas, but it's a weird thing, because I feel like it kind of conflicts a little bit with the stat point system of like, well, why would I ever bump anything? My resistance is naturally, because the same points that you use for those you spend towards your psi powers, and the choice between like, oh, that's my phone.
that is not on stream, we promise. There's no Zelda reference there.
That is the Final Fantasy VII victory music. So yeah, I like the same points that you're using to buff your resistances, which is only a little.
You're chugging a little bit, Alex.
Okay, I saw that. I'm gonna stop sharing with you guys then.
Okay.
Sorry.
But yeah, those same points you can spend towards your actual superpowers or your psi abilities, and those are more worth your time than bumping up your heat by like 3%.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
Give a moment, everybody, while we fix our cams real quick. I saw
mugs back here.
Zygerian asks, I don't know if you can answer this, but after the story quest, can you continue playing endlessly, or does it straight up end? Can we talk about that, Marcus?
There is a new game plus.
Okay.
First and foremost, so if you want to restart the game and make, I guess, different choices with everything that you acquired, you can do that. Otherwise, if you restart the game, it'll just start you like I just saved before the final thing. So I kept multiple save slots. I don't know if it does that automatically if you beat the game, like, because it'll start a new games plus file, and then you'll have that as well as whatever your original save file was. So my recommendation, and you probably do this naturally, is that the game makes it very clear when you're about to finish it. So have a separate save for that.
No, you are not coming back here. Like,
yeah, like even in the mission title, it's very like, oh, this is it. Okay. So if you want to clean up the rest of the world before you finish the game, it's very easy to do. This isn't a near replicant situation.
Hypo in chat asks, how would you guys rate this game? I've been hearing a lot of 6 out of 10s. You can go read the review at GameInformer.com or watch the video version over at YouTube.com/GameInformer. I believe Marcus gave the game a 6.5. So go check out the review in our video review.
Yeah. Why not both? It's a beautiful morning.
Why not both?
4K no los dos.
Boondock Bandit asks, is melee only an option?
Nah, ready for this? Ready for this? Bang, 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 bang. Oh wait, hold on, I'm reloading.
I was gonna say, like, I don't see anything.
Yeah, Marcus, you just want to pull up the Twitch stream.
Okay. But yes, no, you can go all guns. Like, you can dual wield melee weapons and you can dual wield guns. So you can go one or the other if you want to.
Scrapalicious.
And also, I'm running, like, right now, I don't have any weapons, right? I'm just doing, because I went Sci Freak, I'm only doing offhand, or melee, straight up.
Yeah, which is also a valid choice. Like, there's an entire, like, unarmed martial arts combat system with its own combos that you can upgrade. So if you want to go full on just pure martial arts style in this game, totally valid.
For sure. Alex, am I still
Go Saboteur, whatever that class is.
Not the EA game, the Saboteur.
No, definitely not.
No, that game's cool though. Don't you like restore
like color
the world from black and white to color?
Yeah, it's like Nazi-occupied Paris.
Yeah, as you liberate Paris.
Looks like I'm still chugging.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. You were smooth as butter earlier.
Butter. Let's go.
Butter.
Your Biomutant's too powerful already, right out the gate.
Yeah. Let's see. No. That ain't it either.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I would say Vaughn Q said they rated 6.5 due to crashes. Not entirely. Honestly, it was a lot. Like, the crashes were probably like 30% of the reason, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay, that should help. Bring that down a little bit.
But thank you for bearing with us, Chad.
Toxanol-built vessels
good for a
called
little bit. I don't know why I
arcs
started
to
to chug
save
right now.
themselves from the impending doom.
Weird.
Was it too late?
We'll see if it
It is only
clears up
from the flight
in a
logs of
second.
the single arc they left behind that we know other arcs traveled through the sky and beyond.
Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Maybe I just had too many processes going in the background. Damn email.
Listen, man, your computer can only do so much, man.
Only handle so much.
Email and a stream?
Get out of here. Forget about it.
No.
Okay, there we go.
Not happening.
All right. Huh.
I was gonna say I look good, so I'm feeling good.
So that's what matters, right?
Krillin says states might get this game. Nice, Krillin.
Okay.
Busy with tournaments for Knockout City. Oh my gosh, Knockout City. Whew.
You're digging it that much.
That game is top 5 of the year.
Whoa.
Nice.
That game
here
rocks.
I haven't played the final version. I wrote the the hands-on preview a few months back, and I thought it was pretty solid at the time. So I'm just curious to see what they've done since then. But I'm hearing, like, between you and Brian Shea, who wrote the review for the site, some really positive things. I just haven't had a chance to sit down and mess with it yet, but I'm excited.
Looks like we might still be lagging, Alex, a little bit.
Their rare earth mining and nuclear industry.
Do we want to go down and come back up, or
without consideration
I don't understand
for
what
the future,
changed.
they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space.
I think
They
it was us
began
just, you
dumping
know,
the toxic waste
we
in the
messed with it and then it
surf
was
just off the
angry.
coast
Got goofy,
instead,
yeah.
assuming that it would sink
it? I
and
can't remember,
decay
is
with
it-
time. And
Is
they were
VSync
right,
on or off
but
usually,
no
like,
one
help
was
it?
prepared for what was about to unfold.
what do you have it on right
I had
now?
it on
The
off, but
radiation
let's see if that helps.
interfered with the
I turned it
genetics
on.
of
Actually,
the
that
wildlife
seemed to help a little
and
bit.
created bizarre
Let's see.
mutations in their offspring.
Let's
It
see, let's
had
get
an
out to a combat.
inconceivable
Oh, wow, yeah,
influence
it's,
on
like, fixed.
biodiversity and the entire
I'm.
ecosystem.
You can tell I'm a
Some
console boy. I
spark
apologize, chat.
pew is never
Yeah, it's smooth as butter now.
it's coming from
VSync on.
I remember I literally said, "What did we change? What was different?" And I was the one who changed the
the
VSync.
box
Idiot.
looks like a brain melt.
There we go. That's
Listen,
better.
well now we're not only are we here
It's going to
streaming
take a bit of
Biomutant,
puzzling
we're
to
also, you know,
short-circuit the door. Just a few moves later.
tech support for anybody
Yeah,
else who's
apparently.
having the same issues
Yeah,
in
that's what
Streamlabs.
that's what we're here for.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there we go.
Thank you,
now.
Uncharted Steve. Thank you, Krillin. Appreciate you all for the feedback.
Alex.
Yeah, we're smooth as butter now. Let's solve this puzzle.
Yeah, and Marcus.
It's already solved.
What is VSync?
I'm on a delay.
What does VSync actually do? What is that?
The wheeled one is
It
outnumbered.
syncs
We
your
better help
game's frame rate better with the monitor's refresh rate, I think.
Okay.
That's just me pulling that out of my butt. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Okay.
It like makes things like kosher with your monitor in the game,
I like it.
and therefore Streamlabs
Yeah.
somehow.
Apparently so.
You know, it's funny when I first entered this area, when you meet out of date, I thought I was gonna have to fight this guy. Like he was packing, like he was gonna shoot you in the wheel. I was like, am I gonna have to fight this wheelchair bound?
You're like, that's not in super great taste. But
One of my favorite parts of this game is just like, number one, look at these, like, he's just flying all over the place.
getting it, baby. Let's go.
But unspeakable hand, like the style that this game has, I love. I think it's the strongest part of this game. Kind of extends to, you know, the art style and environmental design you were talking about, but even like, you know, the on-screen UI. I love it.
Yeah.
Hamster Yante ask any word on day one updates. I have not heard anything, so I do not know.
So there's your update.
That's the let's talk to the
Possibly not sure.
Ask
I
me again
personally
in another hour, and
Yeah.
we'll see if there's any changes.
Yeah, if the game stops working while
I'll
we're streaming
I'll
it.
monitor.
Yeah.
I'm on it
Yeah.
Twitter.
but yeah, I have not seen any announcements on that, at least personally.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go talk to Mr. Out of Date. We're coming up. I think this game has a strong first like 30 to 45 minutes, and then they slow it down like crazy in ways that I don't love. I want to keep seeing like the action and story
He wants
progressing.
to
but,
thank you for taking
Yeah,
his side against
I
the
think,
scavengers.
you know, truthfully
He sounds
speaking,
familiar.
the first
can't figure
hour is like, you know, fun. Like this part is fun. After this,
presents
things start
himself
to, for
as
another like, I'd say like a half hour, there's,
But he hasn't given
like
up.
Alex said, it really slows down, and that's when I was like, oof.
You were just
That's when I
trying.
first started to say oof.
oof.
The night
Yeah.
everything
He even texted us that. He said, oof. We're like, ah,
But
he's
then it
playing the
opens
first
back
hour
up
of it.
again. You kind of like, give me all the freedom. I don't want to be like. That's why Breath of the Wild is my favorite open world game of all time. It literally like you have that quick intro and it's like defeat Ganon,
The legend
and yeah, that's it. And I mean, even in the intro of the game, you can go talk to the king at the campfire and he'll like tell you what's going on, give you tell you what to do. But there's no cutscenes. You're just like doing your thing. And it's so open. It really embraces that freedom. And I feel like this game didn't do that for me.
You anyways. You
For
look
sure.
exactly like your Muma.
Uncharted Steve, it's like the guys from Bloodborne.
Oh yeah, the wheelchair
There's no
guys.
doubt you're
The Bloodborne Super Replay. Been following it. Dan Tack has made a career out of slaying people in wheelchairs.
Yikes. That's not good.
Yeah,
Man, we got to
that's
talk,
yikes.
my guy.
Well, you know, they came at us first. It's, you know,
They fired
whole
first.
thing.
Yeah.
they shot
It has
first.
taken
You
you
know,
a
that's what
long
matters.
time to
So,
bring the past back up to the present.
question,
to find
gentlemen
your
into
way
chat.
back. It is grateful
How
you
much do
have.
we want to sit through like
It was
dialogue
after
sequences?
the
I feel like we're
attack
talking
that
over
the
them.
unity
I don't want to sit through them.
me neither. And I had that opinion like an hour into the game, but I was like, I have to keep sitting through these. So
The story is not the game's strong suit. I can say
Okay.
confidently.
Ooh, it
Chat,
is
I don't
The
have
fun
chat.
stuff is the gameplay, running around in the world. Let's do that.
Okay.
unless you guys really like this
Had it
narrator,
not been for the
I
tree
don't-
which if you do, you'll get a whole lot of them.
Atrobit says, "Screw the dialogue."
Screw the
I'm sure
dialogue. Let's get
I'm
it.
sure the narrative designer who worked on this game loves hearing that. No.
No, we apologize to him, but
Yes.
okay.
We're just for the sake of the stream. Let's see the gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
here we
Uncharted
go.
Steve says, "Let people discover story for themselves."
Perfect. That's a better
I like
positive
I like
angle
that.
of that. Yeah. And look,
Not as aggressive.
little baby boy Munchkin here. Look at that. He's got a little hat on. He's so cute.
So this is important here. So there's these flashback sequences that you're gonna do throughout the game, kind of establishing your
Look,
protagonist.
it's best before.
Backstory.
He was out of date. Now we flash back. He's best before. He's Elvis.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Is he Elvis? A little bit more of a greaser.
Sounds like
I was thinking
I think
like
Elvis was a greaser.
John
Despite
Travolta
your
from
heart
like Grease.
growing dark.
I don't know what Elvis looks
All right. Oh look.
But yeah,
So, yeah. Sorry.
this
go
is
Mike.
kind of it's weird because it kind of is supposed to establish like your backstory and some idea of like what your alignment might be, but it's again like a lot of stuff in this game. It's a bit half baked and it doesn't really go anywhere. We're still being a jerk, right? By the way,
Yeah.
we're committing to the dark side.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be watching. I don't want to see any nice choices.
I promise. Yeah. From here on
bad
out.
choices only.
Yeah. I did sneak one in earlier, but I promise I won't do it again.
Oh, it was when the stream was chugging. You snuck one in.
Yeah, it was like, all right, sweet, we're losing frames. Time to be a good
Yeah.
person.
You sly dog.
Got you.
Boondock Bandit asks, any experience with upscaling with PS5 Series X compatibility? Marcus, there isn't really.
Small tree.
I think I read
where you met.
that it upscales from 1080p to 4K. I think I read that on Twitter from THQ Nordic earlier.
Yeah, the messaging prior to launch was a little weird on that. It was like it seemed to imply yes. I played on PS5. There is, like I said, this game is only last gen. There is no native PS5 or Series X version of this game. But so I played the PS4 version on PS5, and if there was, it wasn't like super like mind blowing or anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say yeah, if it upscales to 4K.
I'm
sure.
seeing I'm looking at a screen grab of THQ Nordic's Twitter.
Okay.
And it was a response to somebody else. It says, due to technical reasons, we deactivated native 4K on PS5 for the release version of the game. Biomutant is currently running at native 1080p, upscaled to 4K on PS5. Xbox Series X will have native 4K at launch, not upscaled.
Series
Okay.
X action.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. I wonder. You know how they say
Yeah,
if something ain't broke, don't fix it?
Mhm.
I'm gonna try to boost the graphics a little bit now that we're not
What are you
chugging
doing?
as much.
What are you doing?
I want to give it a little try. Just gonna try it a little bit.
Oh no.
Getting cocky.
It looked perfectly nice.
You couldn't handle it for 30 minutes. You just had to
Okay, that looks
bump
way
it back
better.
up.
Yeah.
Worth it. Worth it.
Yeah. That's what I'm here for. We'll see if it actually
THQ
works.
also said, and this is something to keep in mind. This is a Twitter response. I'm not sure if it was deleted or not. I just see a screen grab of
No
it.
reason
What?
to
We are not AAA, and the studio behind Biomutant consists of only 20 people.
Wow.
They have been working very hard on this game for the last few years.
wonder.
Yeah. So let's keep all that in mind. You know, apparently 20 people worked on this, which is pretty impressive
Yeah.
for what they've, that scale of team. But I do think the game, I think it really could have done well with some trimming.
Lost you there for a while.
This game is big. and there's a lot of like features and stuff. I think like maybe some feature creep came into play. I don't know. Like, I think like if they would have cut out like some of this stuff, like some of the more slow paced, you know, we're gonna make you sit through a childhood flashback, and like to get some, you know, not only tutorialize you, but to get some meaning and give some depth to the story. Like I feel like some of that stuff could have been definitely like nixed and just like get the people into the game, get them playing and exploring the open world, and then focus on that stuff. But I do hope that this game, you know, personally, I hope it succeeds commercially, because I would love to see a Biomutant 2 that kind of takes some of those considerations into play. Because I think, like I said, the world that they have set up, really interesting to me.
Yeah, I agree. And I said pretty much the same thing like on my review, which again is live. You can check it out on GameInformer.com. But yeah, feature creep is probably the best way to describe this game. Of like it really tries to be like the ultimate video game in terms of how many things it packs in, of like, you know, the melee combat and the martial arts stuff and an open world and a morality system and choice driven gameplay and all these different biomes. Like it does a lot, and I don't think it succeeds in any of it fully. Some elements are better than others, but others you can tell are really half-baked, and like you said, Van Aken, the narrative is certainly one of them. And I wish that, you know, the team had scaled back and kind of focused more on the things that this game does do well, like the exploration. And even though I think the combat isn't all the way there, like it's got a decent foundation.
Yeah, definitely.
But like I'm a huge stylus action guy, so like my bar for that's pretty high, and so I was kind of put off by it like pretty much immediately. And it does get better when you make better stuff, but even then, I was still not totally on board. The targeting system has a big part in that. I think the targeting system is just flat out bad. But yeah, like if they had just scaled back and just, you know, a little bit more quality over quantity, basically,
yeah,
I think it would have been a you know, like different story for this game. But there was something there, and like, you know, if you read my review, like I am kind of negative on it, but I do point out that like when the game kind of gets going and I kind of like just enjoy going around exploring and just looking at stuff, and like even though the side quests are pretty mundane, there's that satisfaction just inherently of like clearing a checklist.
Yeah.
That I just kind of like found sort of a mindless rhythm and enjoyment with.
For sure.
And so there is fun to be had with this game. It's just that you kind of have to have a lot of patience with it, and you know, maybe a lot of forgiveness as well.
For sure. Yeah, I agree. I think in our Game of the Year talks, I think we should add a Jeff Cork game podcast Game of the Year, and I think this would definitely be a candidate for that.
Look at that thing.
Yeah,
also,
it's cool.
The fur tech in this game, I will say, is like phenomenal to the point where you can tell that they know their fur looks good, because everything is covered in fur, just about. Like
fair enough too. Like,
I found a shark that was furry.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's great. Also, the grass shaders they've got going on.
Yeah, the lighting is very good in this game too. That's why, and especially, what did you say, 20 people?
Yeah, something like that. And they had put that out there before. Like there was that statement they put out explaining why the game was taking so long. And they kind of rated at the same point, like, hey, we're a small team, you know.
For sure.
People asking what the file size on PS4 Pro is. Uncharted Steve in chat coming in clutch, letting people know 21.5 gigabytes. That's from Uncharted Steve. Don't quote me.
Yeah, if you're mad. If
Uncharted Steve seems like somebody who, you know, they go out of their way to be factual and correct. So I'm gonna trust them.
So okay, I'm at a point now, right? I have to be mean, but I want to be. I want to help Milmog here.
No.
Screw
Milmog.
No.
I'll leave you to your fate.
Look how sad he looks. No, fine.
You know what's an easy way to be mean is that you just assume that these people deserve whatever happens to them.
He won't make it out of it on his own.
No.
What's he say? He can't understand.
Oh no!
Oh my god! You're such a good person.
Let me guide you into the dark.
Oh, are you gonna kill him? Oh my god!
What you just did, there's a lot of punching people out, I noticed in this game.
Why?
There's like a collection of side quests We have to rescue these kind of captive like monks or whatever they are. And every time you find them, you get a choice to either like be nice or be mean to them. And the mean option is always punching them out, which surprised me the first time because it's not immediately clear that that's what the mean option would do. I just picked it just to see what happens.
Yeah.
And yeah, he did the same thing. He just likes. If you're a fan of punching out the reporter in Mass Effect, you'll love this game.
This is your game, baby.
You like uppercutting nice people?
Who've lost their homes to giant fur monsters? Yeah, this is great. This
Listen,
is
you picked that choice, Alex.
Hey,
We
man.
didn't force you.
Shouldn't have
Your
built his
hand
home
was
there.
on the controller.
I'm gonna use like mean internet logic and say like he shouldn't have built his home there. He should have known that monsters live in the woods.
yeah.
He built his house on a bed of sand. You know?
Should have made a stronger house.
Foundation of lies.
And have a code of honor.
All right, out of date. He's going to send us to the Myriad tribe, or I guess we can pick.
Oh, so I have to go to the.
We're gonna pick the mean tribe.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Which
this is
is-
a different experience for me. Yeah.
Which is the other thing with this game is that the game tries to sort of say, oh, like it's not so much good and evil, it's more light and dark, and that any choice is valid. But then both tribes are kind of objectively good or evil.
Yeah.
And a lot of the choices you make are pretty black and white, so it doesn't really deliver on that, I guess, nuance that it kind of tries to set up. And you can, in fact, the morality system is pretty gamey, where some of your special psi abilities are tied to your alignment. So you can only unlock a certain power if your darkness is a certain level. I will say now, if you want to get something that is opposite of what your alignment went, go for it, because it is very easy to shift the scales either way.
Yeah.
Like I played mostly good, and I was actually maximum good for most of the game, but I went out of my way to make myself dark enough to get powers that I thought was cool, like a fireball. There's one ability where you can use telekinesis to throw guys around. That's exclusively a dark ability.
Okay, that makes me feel better about punching him now.
Yeah, don't feel. And there's actually the game gamifies it further, because I don't know if you guys notice this when you're playing, but there's little critters that you'll see running around, like little foxes and stuff. And you can catch them, and every time you catch them, it gives you a choice of like, hey, do you want to kill this thing, or do you want to pet it and keep it?
Yeah.
And whatever you do, you get 1 point towards your alignment. So it's like a easy way to like kind of gradually like almost grind out alignment levels, basically, of like, I'm gonna go strangle like 5 foxes so that my darkness reaches a level where I can get this new ability.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then I'll go back to being a good guy.
Cool. I'm excited to kill innocent foxes because of you, you people.
Just get over
Nah, that's all you, man.
No, it's true. I guess.
All right,
Yeah.
What
let's
you
go
do in
check
your
out
free time, Steve?
this fortress. This
The Jagme.
evil.
The Jagni.
Yeah. I went Myriad in my playthrough because I'm a good person.
Because we're good people. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see them there. The Myriad are the ones in the turbans. Jagni are in the more oppressive armor.
Yeah. Shogun a little bit.
Yeah.
You also have to help them fight off the Myriad right now.
Do I?
So have
It's
fun.
weird. I didn't help either one.
Oh, I did.
Because I was like, I haven't decided yet, so I'm gonna let them, hash it out.
I'm
But
choosing.
you-
Yeah, they're gonna fight their own battles for
They've
now.
destroyed this
Okay.
area.
All right.
Muddied
Coward.
up what used to be muck,
Yeah.
as if it wasn't bad enough before.
Chaotic
Let's go
neutral.
see what this place looks like.
But yes, if you play this game, I really can't stress enough that you can do not feel like you are locked into being light or dark, and that the game really takes that into account into like a narrative sense. Like, swing between the two as much as you want, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Is that permission for me too, or do I still have to be bad all the time?
No, you have to be bad all the time.
Okay, fine. We'll make it work.
There, you are an absolute, Alex.
Friendship can be a blessing or a
Holly
curse.
Spice Wolf says, I don't want
Or
to kill
either a
foxes,
part
but I
of their
can't not
solution
have
to the tribal war.
telekinesis.
Right?
Part of the problem.
If it makes you feel better, the killing animation is very vague. In fact, it's not even really clear what
Let's
he's
see.
doing to the animal. He just kind of picks it up, and then it's like off frame, and then it's like, you killed him, I guess. So I don't know what he's doing. If he's like smothering them with a pillow or something, but
God, like I have a friend who loves animals so much. All that they want to do is just like hold them and like squeeze them until their like eyes pop out, something like that. Maybe it's like that. You love them so much, you kill them with kindness. Literally,
Oh,
kill
you're
them.
you're like Elmira from Tiny Toons.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yo, that's a hell of a reference there, my guy. I love it. This guy. See, this guy's the baddie in my playthrough.
I mean, even your outfit's kind of evil looking.
Yeah. It is cool though too. There we go.
He
Sorry.
welcomes
Chat, just so you know, if you're
the
just
news
joining
of
us,
a
welcome. We're playing
cold-blooded
Biomutant.
Ronin
We're skipping through the
crossing
story
Great
stuff just to
Wall
get
through
to the
cracking
sweet,
bunker
sweet gameplay.
101 proceeds.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I say, I mean, so these choices, the dialogue choices are really kind of flat, and it's kind of annoying because a lot of the choices aren't necessarily good or evil. It's just like, what do you want to know about? And you only get one choice. So I kind of got irritated with that because you'll be presented with 3 options. And I was like, well, I would like to know about all of these actually. But when you pick one, you keep going. And it's not like, oh, I'll read about all these. So, and I really don't understand why it has to be that way, honestly.
Yeah.
The Jagni's destiny is to do what
I like his chair. It's very kind of like Shao Kahn-esque.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I guess the helmet helps with that too. This is basically Shao Kahn. Let's just say that.
puts an end to them. It'll
Hamster Gigante says
you to
Mole
focus.
Sakai.
These are the new
like
rival
Jin Sakai.
actors
Jin Sakai.
your
Yeah, that's
tribe
good.
needs
That's
to
good.
take
That's very
control
good.
of.
Oh yeah, because I still have to do my like home outpost. It's okay. We got plenty of time. We just started.
He says you'll regret not being
Started
on
at
their
10, so we're gonna
side.
go for the first.
The only way
another
you
2 hours.
learn their
So
secrets
that right there, just the weird little
tribe
camera
weapon
things. I'm like,
now
that was
is
yeah,
if you
janky there.
defeat him,
Um,
and that will never happen.
One thing I will say, I enjoy photo mode.
Once
In
you've
this
conquered
game.
the
Is that a
rival's
hint,
outposts, you'll
wink, wink that I should
challenge their
should go to
system
photo
for
mode here in a second?
Once we leave this place and you
Okay.
go outside,
Yeah.
I booted up my save a second ago.
Did you?
To look at my the photo mode, and I was like, yeah, this thing is not bad.
Here we go.
yeah. Have you submitted your shots to Professor Mirror for evaluation?
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
Make sure you get the center. There are other creatures you can get in that
Here's the
shot
thing.
for
Oh,
extra
for
points.
sure.
Here's my main complaint about Pokemon Snap. This is a total different tangent. It totally ignores like the rule of thirds, which is bothersome to me. When I take like a great photo and it's like, nope, it wasn't perfectly centered, minus 200. I'm like, excuse me. I think this is a good photo.
Professor Mirror is a man of science. He does not appreciate or even desire your art.
Yeah.
He's like, listen, this just has to look good for a textbook. Stop getting fancy.
Yeah. There we go.
We got kind of like almost like a
see.
90s rap video tilt.
I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like I want to see the Fresh Prince theme song.
Yeah,
Come
right.
on. He's sitting in a throne
Yeah.
and just rotate it a little bit.
There we go. There we go. He is
Now,
a bad
this
man.
is a story all about how my life got twisted upside
I wanted
down.
to the art behind it was I wanted to tilt it to reflect the morality, you know, because his view on morality
yeah.
is slanted a little bit, you know.
Yeah,
It's
fair enough.
so-
Is it though?
Is it-
Maybe I don't know.
I'm saying, it's like, are you stuttering again?
Yep.
Looks like you.
Why? And now I'm not. Maybe it's
You're
just my,
Oh, now you're good.
maybe my PC is just like it's Monday, bro. I don't want to. I'm stretching. I need my coffee. Here,
Yeah, did
know?
you feed your PC coffee
I
this
did.
morning?
Actually, I did. That was part of the problem.
Gotta stop pouring PC or coffee over your PC. It's gotta.
Yeah.
Besides being messy, I don't think it's good for it.
Yeah. Looks like we're good.
Maybe Pikachu had a weird smile. I like that emote, Holly Spice Wolf. Where's that emote from? Let us through. Let us
I
pass.
don't know why I paused waiting for her, waiting for her response. Like she was gonna appear on stream. Like, oh, it's from here.
Yeah, Alex. Like there is actually there is a delay.
Yeah.
So we have to wait for Holly to respond.
Yeah.
But I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's very polite of you, though.
Yeah.
I know this is your first Twitch stream.
It is.
But I
I appreciate it.
Volpsy, she's the best.
Yeah.
Well, her emo. I don't know Volpsy, but I like her emotes.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Holly just in general. She's been gifting subs. She's been showing up for all the Twitch streams. It's a beautiful thing.
Thank
Shout
you,
out to Holly.
Holly.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
They were hit hard by evolution.
It's like the first boss from 2018 God of War.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Oof. Yikes. All right, here we go. Eat some of
Wonky
my
bump.
Jagni evil might here.
Look at those cross kicks, spinny kicks. So you can see the combat's very flashy.
Yeah. Oh my god, I literally can't unsee the troll from God of War now.
It's got to be a reference, right?
Probably, right?
That's a very vague reference, but
I don't know.
maybe.
Eat my lightning.
Well, that's the team, I guess.
Yeah. Next interview. Yeah.
I was gonna say I thought the stream was slowing down, but it was just you were in slow motion.
Yeah. Doing some bullet time here. Yikes.
Yeah.
Hit him with the unspeakable hand.
Did you guys like the slow motion? It kind of got a little tiresome for me after a while in a Zack Snyder sort of sense. Mainly, especially at the end of fights, because it always ends with like a slow mo shot, and it drags on just a second too long. Or I'm just like, all right, I'm ready to go.
Yeah. I haven't played it long enough to great at that. I don't think yet. Because especially in the beginning, they'll throw some bigger, like especially when I was traveling and just kind of exploring. Yeah, I went to a couple spaces that I was a little underpowered for, but I knew I could still beat the section, right?
Time is lost on this place,
so I
but it
appreciated
evokes
it when I
a
finally
tingling
vanquished that
sensation.
last person. I
There's
was like,
something
yes, I
special
did it.
about
Like
drawing you
Yeah.
closer.
am God now. This is life for me.
Yeah.
So this is the part of the game, this specific area, that I did not like.
Let's see.
That's okay.
This little cutscene like
Do you like-
sequence.
Do you like peeing on checkpoints though?
do
To
a lot.
activate them?
Yeah, peanut. That the first time I realized that's what he was doing, I was like, that's kind of funny, I guess.
I chuckled a little bit. I was like, ha, that's good. Yeah.
But
I
and
played Death Stranding.
yeah, they're like, doesn't No More Heroes wasn't like the first game like the save points were like in toilets?
Takes a dump, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uncharted Steve says, I like how he switches to running on all
really know
fours.
how to
That's a nice touch. I agree.
I like that too. Yeah, it's when you sprint, he'll do that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I want to get a new. Yeah, it's mutations. Okay.
Okay. Should we look at this menu real quick? Because there's a lot going on in this menu, and it took me a while to kind of parse it all.
Yeah. Do you want to start with mutations here, and then we can.
Yeah. So there's your mutations. These are your superpowers.
Mm-hmm.
So you see the side points there you get from besides just doing missions, but mainly there's like little outposts, like tents you can find to pray in front of that'll give you a point. There are these shrines to light and
Blaze
darkness
is cool.
that will give you a point, as well as give you a point towards the respective alignment.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so you can see under there, it tells you what your light and dark aura needs to be to get some of the later ones.
Yeah.
Like I said, I liked Blaze for a while, and then I eventually got the Fireball. Levitate is incredibly useful. I recommend people get that if you want to kind of give you a little bit of edge on jumps a little bit.
Yeah.
Telekinesis is cool. Freeze I like a lot. My only gripe with these powers is that they don't feel as powerful as I would like them to be, and I went out of my way to really buff up the attribute that kind of governs them. And like they can help, but they're not the difference makers that I wish that they were in battle.
So, question: did you guys? Because I started out as Psy-Freak. Did you guys have the ability to get Spark Ball eventually, or is that always locked for you guys?
I never got Spark Ball. I don't think I saw it. Like Key Spark down there towards the bottom. See it down there. Spark Ball. Yeah, like there's that, but like that's a different kind of thing. But yeah, I did not have Spark Ball available to me.
Yo, Sky Spark looks unreal. Okay, now I see why I'm going for dark.
Oh,
Damn. Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Also, interesting that Key Spark is basically like Force Lightning, which is inherently a Sith power, but you need 30 light to get that.
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal. Yeah. Perfect.
Rubber electricity.
Yeah.
Abe asks, how is traversal? I know from previews there are mounts and vehicles, but what about climbing if there is any? Is it Assassin's Creed / Zelda Breath of the Wild?
No, it is not that. You cannot climb on any surface. You can kind of like jump off of surfaces and kind of finagle your way up reasonably tall structures, but it's definitely not intended. A lot of it, like if you need to climb something taller, there's like designated climbing points that they'll put up. They're like highlighted in yellow.
For sure.
So yeah, but it's definitely not like an Assassin's Creed Breath of the Wild thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And now we're looking at biogenetics, which is different from the psi point spending, right?
Yeah, see, those
there
are
are bio creeps throughout the world that you can kill, and when you kill them, you get biogenetic points.
yeah. And there's also like little canisters you can find that'll give you a point. And these, like I said earlier, these are the same points that you use to upgrade your resistances. And I can't stress enough to not upgrade your resistances. Go find the suits instead, because these points are pretty precious and you want some of these powers instead.
For sure.
So yeah, there's your resistances. They each cost 1 skill point. They don't upgrade your resistance that dramatically. Yeah, go get the suits. Like, in fact, go out of your way to explore once the shackles are off and you can kind of go any way you want. Try to find those biomes on your own, because like I said, as soon as you step into them for the first time, it'll immediately trigger a quest to be like, hey, you can't live here. Go get this suit. That'll help you out.
For sure.
But yeah, some of these I liked. Rad Wisp was all right. Some of them are like not inherently offensive. They're more kind of like disruptive. Like there's this bounce one where you can spawn a mushroom under people and it'll just send them flying into the air.
Yeah.
And so that can kind of set up an air combo for you.
I liked in the beginning, like Mothmouth. It kind of takes over a person. Or wait, no, is that what it's doing? For the longest time, it takes over.
It's like Berserk or something like that, or Confuse. Probably a better description. Confusion.
Yeah. So I'll grab these 2 powers and then not use them because we're going into a flashback sequence.
As time passes,
That guy really looks evil.
Abe, there are a couple of climbing sequences, like
echoes of a long
like if you walk up to a certain wall, you can climb certain walls, but it's not like you can climb anything. That's not
My boy!
Yeah, it's very clear what you can climb and can't climb.
Yeah, it's marked in yellow.
He asks how you are today.
Oh, do I have to be sad and mean to Goop?
Yes.
Look at this man. He's in his like 1930s bathing suit. He's having the time of his life.
And that's why you should make fun of him. Because he's a grown man and a little kid. He's next to a lake. Why is he in a little kiddie pool?
That's just Goop, man. That's what he does.
Where you've been.
Why is he being a little baby boy?
Practicing your swimming technique.
Also, is that a real mustache? I don't believe it.
That's part of the mystery.
Suspiciously artificial.
That's actually the end sequences. You find out if it was real or not.
He'll try to help you.
You try to rip it off and depending on your good or evil alignment.
Come on.
Yeah. Abe Foreman has a good idea. Bust this kiddie pool. I wish you could take a pin and pop it.
Knowing how to
You got no love for Goop.
solve life's hard problems.
Not in this playthrough, we don't.
Won't be drowning.
And that's kind of the other thing with the narrator, right? So like I said, the narrator is pretty much the voice you hear 90% of the game, because he not only narrates the adventure, but he voices, or rather he translates what the characters are saying, because they kind of speak like a sort of a gibberish. And I thought that was kind of charming for a while, but then I kind of wish that either the characters were kind of voiced, or even if there was no voice and it was just text and I could kind of assign my own personality or voice to them, because they're so colorful. Like look at Goop here, you just look at him, you're like, oh, this guy looks like he has a lot going on. But at least in my mind, and this is going to be very contentious, having the same narrator who kind of maintains the same demeanor, talking or speaking for everyone, he's not like role playing these characters. He's just literally translating what they're saying. It kind of makes them all kind of bleed together and sort of robs them of a personality that I think they otherwise would have. And I would almost kind of zone out a little bit, like in conversations with them.
Yeah.
She'll see you at the village
It's like if
square.
Princess Bride was just the grandpa or the uncle reading it the entire time and you're not hearing Carrie Ells and the rest of the cast.
Yeah, like he's delivering all the lines and like he's not role playing them. He's just like, oh yes, Audio Montoya says,
Actually, I
you
would have
killed my
loved
father.
You gonna listen to me? I'm reading you the book.
Asks how you're feeling today.
Oh, Gizmo.
I do wish I could have heard him do an Andre the Giant impression. But...
He's learning things are never.
Well, may I recommend to you a TV show called Young Rock if you would like to see someone portray Andre the Giant.
I would
Help
actually.
him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig.
And not too bad at it, actually.
It's your own future you're risking by
Anybody
not
want a
caring
peanut?
for the environment. The
Yeah,
next
Ape Foreman 3 says,
generation
sounds like a bad audiobook narrator.
You should look
I think
for things that are
to
recyclable.
Marcus's
It
point,
shouldn't
like,
take you
yes,
too
it
long
gets
to find
grating
something.
after a while, but I think the quality of his VO is good.
Yeah, like it's fine. I think it's just too much of it.
Yeah.
That's my main problem.
He's not Harrison Ford like hamming it up for Blade Runner. Like it was an effort given.
Yeah. And like I said, you can go into the options and turn down the frequency of his chatter, because outside of like cutscenes, he'll just say random things you're exploring, and a lot of it is unrelated to what you're actually doing. It's almost like someone spamming a soundboard a little bit. Like you'll be fighting someone, and he'll just be like, "All of your choices matter," and you're just like, "Okay, like, sure, I guess I know that already. I guess." So yeah, trust me. You are not missing anything. Go into the menu, jack that thing down to 0 because you'll still hear from him quite a bit.
Correct. Yeah. Okay, so this is your first taste of crafting here.
Okay. So Hamster Higante says the pink tail looks like a thong when you're running.
I was trying to come up with a joke for that, and I didn't have anything in the moment. So
I was just thinking of Cisco.
Dong,
So
dong, dong.
Roll.
I want to see a music video with gameplay of this set to that song.
I don't know why I'm going through. Okay, so this doesn't matter in the long run, but I'm just showing off like some of the different options here.
Yeah,
banana.
So
right?
I think we're all in agreement, right? That I really like the crafting system.
Yes.
It's a lot at first, like, and this game kind of throws a lot at you early on, and because there's so much in the game, it's kind of hard to parse through it all.
Mm-hmm.
But once I eventually kind of like figured out how to maximize this system, I had a great time just building different combination of guns, because you can make like shotguns, automatic rifles, regular rifles, sniper rifles, pistols, and each part has its own attribute. You can imbue them with elemental effects, and even just visually it's cool because it's all just a bunch of random junk that you're just putting together. But if you know what you're doing, you can make some pretty almost overpowered weapons, to the point where, Alex, you mentioned earlier about wandering into areas that you felt were maybe a bit above your weight class. But like, if you make a really good weapon, you can take on like things that are multiple levels higher than you, as long as you just don't get hit. But even then, you can craft your own armor, and the same thing applies. Like, you can craft some pretty OP armor if you find the ingredients and know what you're doing. And so like, I was taking down things well above my level just because my guns just tore through them like nothing.
Of anything, least of all you.
Which also helped me level up way faster. Oh, so these jerks. So you got some bullies here in your past.
I hate bullies.
You were mean to them, right?
Of
course.
Missed it. I have this game definitely has a bit of a Mass Effect syndrome in that like, or maybe I didn't do this the first time. Oh, what? Boo.
What did you do? Oh, this.
It feels like all the bad answers are on the left, right? Or like, maybe not.
Yeah. I'm thinking back now. It's like, yeah, I guess so. That sounds about right.
She asks if you're hurt.
Mom looks like a freak. She just isn't that color. Maybe I'm used to seeing my version of the mother, whose colors are a little bit less aggressive, maybe.
Less throwing up after a rave.
Yeah, she looks a little psychotic.
Yeah, Muma and Poopa, they're just your character, but with different clothes on.
Poopa? Is that what you said?
I don't know what.
I forgot what the dad is called.
Poppy?
It's like
something like that.
He's nowhere near as prevalent as the mother is. Yeah. But Poopy, you might be.
I like Poopsy better. Here, we'll find out in a second here.
It might be Papsy. Poopsy? Poopsy? Popsy. I'm going with Popsy. I can't. We'll see.
Seeing you always
Popsy.
puts a smile on your
Bless you.
face.
I think Popsy. Hey.
Popsy, yeah.
I think he realizes that you need string to sew. But
things will continue.
he's just stabbing the pillow over and over.
It's because I don't have the graphics on max.
Or Popsy's having a bit of a crisis.
Yeah.
Popsy, are you okay?
He smells what's coming here.
Just gonna stab this pincushion constantly and take up my frustration.
My son calls me Poopsy. That's not my name. Show him some respect.
Please, Poopsy was my father's name.
And his father before him.
Yeah.
Long line of Poopsies. Very distinguished.
There it is. Okay.
So what is this moment teaching us?
How to craft gear.
He's curious.
And patience.
Like, how to gather things, because that's what you'll be doing a lot of it this game, is exploring and digging through a bunch of stuff to get loot.
He's learned.
Which, again, because how much I enjoyed the crafting and making weapons, enjoyed that part of the game. As nothing as it sounds. Like, again, the most fun I had with this game was just running around, taking in the sights, and then just digging through stuff to get new parts to make cooler weapons. And
none of them really look that good on this the childhood version. Like, they're kind of random.
Yeah.
But on your actual outfit, like, you know,
you start to get a little wild, a little crazy.
Yeah. Like, I had a mascot helmet.
Okay.
And a polo shirt, like a polo dress shirt that was like impregnable basically because of how good it was. And then I had some like military pants, and then you can put a bunch of attachments like weird scrap metals and like clothespins. Because like I said, everything you're finding is just random junk, and you're just slapping it together. And so every character just looks like a trash person basically. But it's like an endearing look.
Yeah.
There are some armor sets you can find. Like there's one character that if you do a quest line for, he'll give you kind of like this prosthetic armor that's actually pretty powerful. But by and large, you're just slapping together whatever you can find.
For sure. But yeah, it's like, I mean, it's like a lot of RPGs out there, right? Like, you know, the better stuff comes later the longer you play. So
yeah.
And or as you get better with the system, like when you realize how to like, hey, I want to maximize my armor setting, or maybe I want armor that raises this specific stat as opposed to just my overall rating, you know, depending on how you want to play and what you're good at.
Now, Marcus, is there, I don't think I've asked you this yet, is there, can you respec in this game? Or is it once the points are there, you're set?
I don't think you can respec. I don't, if you can, they never tell you that you can do it.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember seeing the option in the menu, but don't hold me to that.
Okay.
But
your word is not bond here.
But yeah, if it is, it's not communicated.
Yeah, gotcha.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus.
So your automaton, I think we've really talked about the little grasshopper guy.
No.
He's kind of like, he's another upgradable part of the game. Like I said, this game has a lot going on. So he can kind of like find things for you, quote unquote. It's not as freeform as like sending him out to go look for stuff. He'll just kind of like point things out when you're walking by. But you can unlock different functions for him. Like the glider actually is tied to him, so that you can kind of jump off stuff like Breath of the Wild style and kind of glide to the ground. Even though there's no fall damage in this game, you can jump off anything. You'll be fine.
Literally the tallest cliff.
Yeah, or off your horse, which I like to do because like the horse will just land like and then get back up. So it's, but I had a robot horse, so it was not cruel.
Cool.
But yeah, so the automaton, that guy that you talked to earlier, the kind of like Kung Fu Panda looking dude, he'll upgrade your automaton throughout the story, or not even throughout the story. He just kind of lives in the open world. So another pro tip is that if you see him just standing around while you're exploring, drop what you're doing and go talk to him.
Yeah.
Because the automaton only has like 5 upgrades, but like they're all pretty important. Like the glider, I think, you should get
significant
as possible. There's like a health upgrade where you can get like refillable health consumable. That's also really useful.
Get the glider. It's worth it.
Glider #1 for sure.
Hamster Gigante in chat says Sekiro Bridge boss fight. The flames, I definitely agree. Hamster, it's funny.
Also, I'm happy you both recommended the glider because I did the turret to start, so I obviously made the right choice there. But we'll see.
That's a fair thing. I wish the turret was a little bit more powerful and you can upgrade it. But yeah, I think I got to a point like halfway through the game where like it was inconsequential because of my guns and stuff were so good.
For sure.
It actually distracted me sometimes. I would see the automaton shooting and I would think it was an enemy. And I'm like, everyone's dead. Who's still shooting me? I was like, oh, it's my little grasshopper guy. That's right.
All right, come here, Lupa, stupid.
So we are defending our village right now.
Yeah.
More like Lupa, stupid.
that was my best little kid playground insult.
I guess that's fitting.
I'm role playing.
So we're kind of getting the.
We're almost done with this sequence.
Yeah, which is going much quicker when I'm skipping the cutscenes. I think I'm also role playing in the idea of the easiest way to be bad in life is to just kind of just to not think about what you're doing, right? I'm blazing through this like, you know, I'm not thinking about the foxes I'm killing. So I think this works on a higher world level as well.
Yeah.
Deco_NK asks, what are your thoughts so far about this game? You know, I think we're all on the same page. Like, this is a game that has some good ideas, but kind of in many ways fails in executing all of them perfectly. But it's an ambitious game, I'll say.
Yes.
Marcus, do you want to talk about yours, and then I can go on mine?
Yeah. So I wrote the review for this game, which is live right now on GameInformer.com, as well as the video review that you put together, Mr. Stadnik. Yeah, like cool ideas, a lot of ambition, kind of a jack of all trades, master of none situation. I think a lot of ideas are pretty half-baked, if not just bad in its execution. But there's a foundation here, and there's a charm to this game that kept me going. And there are moments where I had some fun with it, but overall, I was just kind of like bummed out that it all doesn't come together as harmoniously as I hoped it would.
For sure. Yeah.
Muma, poor Muma.
R.I.P. Muma.
If a sacrifice is made for someone else,
yeah,
it's not lost, but passed
I guess
on to
I am early enough in my experience where
real sacrifice comes from love,
the pieces that Marcus touched on, right, that become grating and annoying, I haven't got there yet. Like, and I do think there's a lot of fun to be had in once we get past this section. But like I said, I'm only 10 to 12 hours into it, right? Compared to Marcus's playthrough. Compared, Alex, I don't know how much you played.
I think I've played a total of like 4 hours.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I think we did the math. I put 90 hours into it.
Which
That did not feel like that. Or I guess it kind of did, but I was like, wow, I guess that was more than even I thought it was. I knew it was a lot, but Jesus.
Which is good, right? I guess, right? That means it wasn't.
If it didn't feel like 90 hours, yeah, maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least sometimes. But like,
yeah, probably not, but yeah.
But yeah, like it's like I said, it's fun and kind of a mindless way. Like the side missions are so nothing, but they're not bad either. There's just a lot of busy work. All the way there, but it's decent and it gets better when you get better weapons. I think all the main story content is bad basically, and so when that's the center of everything, it makes the fun that you can have around the edges feel kind of hollow, because it's like ultimately, yeah, I'm making stronger weapons and I'm getting some, maybe like a new combo, but like, what is this really in service of when the stuff I'm using it for is really just nothing and flat and bad?
Yeah,
you know.
Fair.
So I kind of had to make my own fun a bit.
Yeah. So what you're saying is the best way to play this is on stream with your friends and your community. Yeah.
Make fun with your friends.
Make fun.
Yo, that blaze ability looks sick. Like, I should have gone.
Yeah. I like
Yeah,
it.
that was the first thing I unlocked, actually, was that blaze thing. Yeah. So I thought it looked cool in the trailer. Again, I wish it was more powerful, but it's fun and it's pretty easy to control. You're just like, I tried to make a D, like a double D to like Daredevil.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
When he does that sometimes.
Yeah.
In that one Ben Affleck movie that everybody loves.
The greatest superhero movie of all time.
Oh, for sure. Like, people can't shut up about it.
Yeah. Where's the sequel? Oh man.
Can you make the Game Informer logo in the fire?
Oh yeah, here I'll give it a try after this.
You have a lot of magic points to do that, though. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll do that. I'll accidentally make like IGN or something.
When you guys were in the office, though, this is what you did in the parking lot, right? You just made the GI logo and fire.
Yeah, we just lit our asses on fire and just like skirted around.
Made it look real gangster to anybody driving by.
Yeah.
Come on, kill this Fluff Hulk, Alex.
Bro, he doesn't even. I'm just like
at his ugly mode.
I'm just letting him think he's in the fight. You know what I mean? Like you gotta rope dope him a little bit. Bang! Level 4.
Yeah, you're saying like the only reason you've lasted this long is because I've allowed it.
Yeah, exactly.
It was harder than
I
expected.
had to end it.
The Fluff Hulk.
The Fluff Hulk. Any intensity and like fear inspired by the name Hulk instantly gets cut off by calling it the Fluff Hulk.
Everybody drop Fluff Hulk in chat.
Yeah. Question mark? All right, let's see.
I feel like I want to eat the Fluff Hulk. It sounds like a snack, like a cotton candy or some sort of confectionery.
Oh, actually, I kind of got it. No, I got
it's like
it. I got it for a second.
It's
It's close enough.
That's
Yeah, it's close enough. It's better than I thought I was gonna do, honestly.
Toran in chat asks, does this game release tonight at 9 on PC? Let's take a look.
let's dance on the internet, shall we?
Let's see if there's a unlock time.
Yeah. Another thing that I guess this is a nitpick and a personal thing, right? I think the game has done in my experience with it, the game does a decent job of rewarding you if you like wander into different like outposts and stuff like that, and I appreciate that. Like in the bottom left it'll say, you know, how much loot is available in that space, right? And you know what's left. But I wish bosses would drop better stuff, like, because it almost feels hollow sometimes when you beat like a giant fluff Hulk and nothing drops out of it. But then usually if you look around the area, there will be like a chest with some superb loot. Not always, right? But like, it feels like, oh, I should have got a little something for that, right? I don't know. Maybe that's entitled millennial of me, but I just a personal thing.
Even like just like reward your players like small ways.
Yeah.
To answer people in chat, I'm looking at the Biomutant PlayStation Store listing. The countdown is sitting at 21 hours and 37 minutes from right now. So do the math, and that's when it unlocks.
Because we're not going to.
Yeah. Speaking of unlock,
also time zones, you know.
Yeah.
Just got a pretty big upgrade or item there, Alex. The Clonk Fist.
I'm now Doomfist.
I like the Clonk Fist. I'm using it on my character right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this thing is not just a weapon, but it's good for exploration because, as we're about to see, it is used to knock down weakened walls in dungeons.
Bang.
Which they all look like that.
Bang.
So when if you see that, do what Alex is doing and punch the Jesus out of it.
Yeah. Also, another thing where it's like one punch would have sufficed for me. You know, be like the anime. Yeah.
It got kind of a little tedious having to charge it up constantly.
Yeah.
I was like, I wish I could just beat it down. Yeah. It is what it is, and you can upgrade the fist to knock down stronger walls.
Is do you get another variation of the fist, or is that just what you have?
No, there's an upgrade. There's a character. Another pro tip: if you find a character named Clink,
the time cat.
Like Clink, but with a K. Yeah. Do his quest immediately because he will upgrade your fist to level 2, which lets you knock down stronger walls.
Oh, okay.
And as well as if you keep doing his quest line, he'll give you a skeleton key that gets you into a lot of locked doors.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Yeah, and I'm saying this because this game, again, it throws quests at you left and right. Like if you just talk to NPCs, they'll all give you quests. Some are more clear than others. Some NPCs have like a question or an exclamation mark that lets you know they're quest givers. Others will just give you something without like any real provocation, I guess.
Rhyme or reason.
So yeah, your quest list fills up pretty easily, and it can kind of get overwhelming to figure out what you want to prioritize. So yeah, Clink is a guy that you should go out of your way to do sooner than later if you run into him.
Yeah. Holly Spice says, "Fluffy Doomfist sold." You better believe it, Holly.
Gonse in chat. Maybe you'd have to skin Mr. Fluff like in Far Cry.
Oh, God.
There's no skinning system in this game. That'd be so dark.
Jesus.
Considering you're an animal.
You're already breaking the necks of like red pandas if you want to be evil.
Oh God, yeah.
Maybe that's what he's doing since you can't see what he's doing off screen. He could be skinning them.
Oh God,
who knows?
I really hope not.
Also, Fluffy Doomfist just makes me think of like Gabriel Iglesias.
You're getting close to one
so these notice boards, as you see, this is another sort of kind of collectible in the game, and the game has a lot of side missions that are like, hey, go find this many number of things. The notice boards being a big part of them, which again are like, it like satisfied that lizard part of my brain of like, I gotta clear this checklist. But I would also say that a lot of them don't really lead to any rewarding payoffs. It's like, oh, I went to like 5 of these toilets that I had to unclog, and then I got like some experience after making me run around the map to do this. And it's like, and it's not even like a big bump of experience. Like, oh, that's it. So other ones will give you maybe like a decent weapon part or something like that. But I think like at least half of them aren't totally worth the effort.
For sure.
Oh, good eye, Alex. I'm glad you spotted that wall.
Yeah. That's what I'm here for, man. Pro Biomutant.
It's that wall in my playthrough.
Strange how the trees
now you're desperately going back to it. I gotta find this building.
Oh, actually, I distinctly remember putting this into the video review.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Which is live
That-
now
Nice.
on youtube.com/GameInformer. Go check it
Yeah.
out.
Leave us a nice comment, please. 'Cause
Yeah.
I haven't checked it out, but I'm sure it's.
I'm sure
I'll
it's
see.
fun time. Yeah.
I've checked it out, and yeah, you were about right. It's
Oh no.
I'm taking some peeks here and there out of curiosity.
Oh,
and
no.
It's kind of halfway. It's what I expected.
You know, maybe go leave us a like and a nice comment.
Yeah.
Like, have a good day. You know.
Hey, reviews are opinions.
At least acknowledge that it was well edited. You know, if you're gonna be mean, and well written too. Marcus did a good job writing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
This
keep in mind,
review-
Alex didn't write the review. I wrote the review. He is not the one to direct your hate to. He is just reading my words. So if you yell at Alex for giving this a score that you're not happy with, I'm the one that you should be talking to.
Marcus is secretly thanking you, so he doesn't have
That's
to
the kind of
have to
trouble
experience
you really
the
want
the
to
hate.
wash away.
All right.
Give it all to me.
Hamster Gigante with a very important question: is that a human-sized toilet or rat-sized?
So, the backstory with this game is that it's a post-apocalyptic game where humanity has been wiped out. So yes, this is, I guess, supposed to be our Earth, or at least a version of it. And you'll see throughout the game, you'll run into you'll find like narrative points, like posters where the narrator kind of fill in some of the lore. But basically, we destroyed the world due to our excess pollution. There's like a big corporation that just destroyed the planet because they kept drilling and, putting pollution into the air, all that good stuff. And so mankind has long since wiped out. And the reason that there's all these little critters is because of the chemicals that they left behind. Like, it poisoned the earth to the point where it mutated the remaining wildlife. And that is why we have these little mutant guys that have inherited the earth.
Yeah. Important lore dump there.
The meek shall inherit the earth.
So
The
when
mu-
you see
the-
that
the mus- I was
squirrel
trying to make like a muskrat joke. It didn't really. The musk will inherit the earth. No.
Elon Musk
Yeah.
will inherit the earth. Correct.
Oof,
That hasn't
I don't know
happened
if I
yet?
want- I don't think I want that.
Well.
we're not there yet.
Yeah.
Oh, a loose skirt.
Yeah.
Attach that bad boy.
Oh yeah, you better
Yeah.
believe it, man.
The only thing better than a regular
Yo,
skirt.
it's hot boy summer out here, and we're headlining, baby.
Let's go. Go to photo mode real quick. I gotta see our boy in action.
Your armor,
Look at this man's. Look at this man's.
truly the sight of villainy.
Eat your heart out.
Oh, got a
Pokemon
nice action
Snap.
shot
Yeah,
there.
yeah, baby.
It's hot girl summer rule thirds.
Yeah.
And look,
do
we've
this.
established that when they run, there's a point in their gait where they leave the ground entirely. It's like that famous like horse footage, that old animation, like 1800s.
And their clothes must be dog size clothes, repurposed. This brings up very good points, Hamster Gigante.
Yeah, that is an interesting point. Of like, what?
This is the leftovers of the Petco like dog costumes, and that's what we're collecting.
Yeah, like when the world was going to hell, people were like, "We got to preserve my pet outfits for future generations. We're gonna put it in the chest."
Someday, a beaver is going to get mutated, and he will want to wear this and get +3 stamina.
I do wish it has depth of field, but I wish I could like control the depth of field.
I like that you got the moon in there
Yeah,
too.
right. That's actually like not for half-assing it. That's not a bad photo. I like that. I'll take
Yeah,
it.
I like that. I'm scared of him. He's got a giant fist on his back, an eye patch.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh,
That's a villain.
Can I get up here? No, hold on. How much? Oh, I
Pokemon
need to-
Snap would rate 10 out of 10, says Holly Spice Wolf.
No, Mirror would be like, well, it's not completely zoomed in right on his eyeballs, so I don't think so. This thing.
Yeah,
this
let's
ain't it.
that other picture where like you can see half the Pokemon's face.
Yeah.
4 stars.
Yeah.
Looks like the fry.
But there's
Oh,
a-
put that. Oh, we got a helmet too now.
Oh, yeah.
If
Oh,
you
yeah.
want to get the hard
Sorry, I'm on a delay. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So these puzzles, I'm glad you found this. So you did the little toilet puzzle.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of these kind of puzzles, these rotating puzzles where you're just matching the colors. And they're pretty simple. Some of them are like stupidly simple where literally it's lined up except for one. And you just have to move one
It's not exactly what
like
you wanted, but
knob
you
and
got
you're
it right
good.
away.
Yeah.
But like I was almost like impressed, I guess. I don't know if that's the word I want to use, that they found so many different ways of repackaging that same type of puzzle.
Yeah.
Of like, oh, now it's on a microwave, or now it's on a toilet, or now it's on a TV. And the narrator even tries to reframe it when he explains like, oh, you gotta match up the and it's like, no, this is just the same thing I've been doing.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I'm trying to make it seem like this is a new thing. I get the concept by now, but yeah, those puzzles kind of dominate. There are other puzzles that are completely different, but it feels like 70% of them are that sort of puzzle.
Yeah. Also, R.I.P. to the loose skirt.
Stylish as
I got
stylish
something
can be.
better.
Workers gear.
Yeah.
You found the
A
trap.
rare item.
Amazing.
Also, you're chugging a little bit. It might just
Yeah.
be me.
No, I
So
think
much of
I
this
think
place
my
was
computer
just
is
discarded.
They'll
Lucky
have
the
little-
rat
little
bouts
somehow
of it.
made it.
right.
Mm,
I
When
apologize.
Toxanol abandoned
it's
the
I'm just letting you know, man.
place,
You
it
know,
fell
I
apart
appreciate it.
fast.
See,
I didn't want you to try to get out of a bad choice, an evil choice by like.
Good call. I would say you're keeping me honest, but you're not.
Keeping you dishonest because
There
it's
we
evil
go.
choices.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good to go now. I think the computer just didn't like that room.
Yeah. I feel like my computer is like trying to sneeze sometimes, and then sometimes it comes out, sometimes it not. Tenses up a
fair
little
enough.
bit, you know.
Can we get a mount anytime soon?
Let's see.
I don't think Marcus. I don't know. Can you?
It's
Trying to
further on, right?
A little bit, like, because the first one you get is the, at least the first one I got was like the mech suit, and that was like a mission that I found.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hard. I'm trying to remember, was that a main mission thing or was it just
Right.
a side quest that I just happened to do
Mhm.
early?
Yeah.
Because Goop, when we talked to Goop earlier, I believe he leads you to the boat,
Okay. Yeah.
so we could always go talk to him.
I will wait to grab any more. Well, I guess I can't do any side
But
quests.
actually, I just remember the World Eater stuff. A
Mhm.
lot of that side to vehicles. Like the first World Eater, you need the mech to fight him. So if we go, you should have the World Eater missions in your
Yeah.
tab. If you're not,
I'm
I don't know what you're actually. I forgot what you're actually doing right now. If you're just running around.
Yeah. I still have to. I think it's Tribe War related. I'm not sure though. Yeah.
Yeah, we could check the quest log when you're out of here to see if the World Eater stuff has opened up for you yet.
For sure. I just needed to. I need to rebind this. This was bothering me because that's how I had it in my other playthrough. Okay. Oh yeah, meet the war party. But I guess I could look at my other quests here real quick. Journal. Let's see, because yeah, I already have a couple of side quests here, but that fills up real quick.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh no, it should be your main quest, the World Eater stuff.
Tree of Life. Oh yeah. It's over here.
So, okay, so you don't have it yet. So you got to do this tribe stuff first.
Yeah. The Yagni.
It's Peekaboo Park.
Oh, okay, yeah. Here's
Young
one of
ones
the
love
captured
this sort of
morality
place.
things right here.
Can you get on that seesaw? Is it a functional seesaw?
Oh, we'll check it out in a minute after I burn
yeah.
these hoodlums to death. Oh, these guys
So,
are
yeah.
level 6 and 7.
You made an M for me. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
I see what you're doing.
Works both for me and Marcus. And for Van Aken, right?
For me too.
Yeah.
Van Macon.
Van Aken. Macon?
Van Bacon.
Copies.
Good name. Yeah. Whenever you create something, that's what we call you.
Yeah, Van Macon. What you Van Macon? And then he jumps on Indeed, looks for another job. It's like, oh.
Yeah, I'm actually searching right now.
Good
I'm
way to
on
pass the time. Yeah. Monster? That's a throwback.
I'm on Glassdoor.
Yeah, there you go.
Monster Killer
Writing
thing.
my review right now of Game Informer.
To find his job, he's gonna go to MapQuest to get the right way.
Yeah.
Let's see. At this time, the Hamster Gigante asks, at this time, does it have a day and night cycle or is it still scripted? I don't know if it's scripted now, but there is a day and night cycle that is not scripted.
Oh look, it's becoming.
I
I think it's starting to change. Yeah, we're daylight's coming. We're good now.
Yeah, like I don't think it's
The
scripted at
light's
this time.
coming
so yeah.
back.
Look at that.
Can we get a sun's? Can we see where the sun's rising?
Beautiful.
It should be over there. Right?
The fastest sunrise ever.
The fire rises, brother.
Praise the sun.
Praise the sun.
The darkness is your ally.
I didn't see the
That's
light
a
of day
million
till I was a grown man.
Man, you're pretty good.
Thank you. There's
Yeah.
there's like
I
a
get a
good
little
handful of
uphill.
impressions I like nail every time. That is one of them. But it's only like
Probably make
a couple.
a good Bane, like if you cosplayed it.
Right, yeah. I just throw like, I don't know what I would use for the mask. underwear or something.
Weird tubing.
You have the height, because
Yeah.
isn't he like really tall?
He was
Really
intimidating.
Really intimidating.
I don't have the muscles though. Unfortunately, I'd have to work on that a little bit.
There are suits for that.
Yeah.
You can get one of, like the fake tattoo sleeves you can
Oh
get?
yeah, there we go. Yeah,
Just do that, but with the muscles.
just covers my gut really well.
Yeah. Or you
Holly
just
Spice
draw.
Wolf asks, how do you all have Bane so good? Is this a job requirement?
It is actually. We test people on.
Actually, you want to know? Okay,
I thought it was just me.
I can't do Bane. You know who I can do?
Who?
Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Like, really good.
Really?
You want to hear it?
The Warner Brothers Cinematic Universe. Hell yeah, I want to hear it.
All right.
This is the metaverse.
Let's hear it.
Like Zoink Scoob!
Wow, that is aggressively good.
Like Zoinks! Oh, I'm messing it up, but yeah.
No, yeah,
That's better than I could ever do.
yeah,
Yeah, I've just woken up my entire apartment complex.
yeah.
Well, it's 11:30. They should be awake.
Yeah.
But
They're sitting up their bed like "Don't Wake Daddy" style, and they're like, "Zoinks! What was that?"
I can do it better without the headphones on.
Okay. Oh,
But
so what? You can get your full vocal range that way? Like, how do headphones exist?
watch. You ready? You ready?
Yeah.
I'm taking the
Like,
headphones off.
listen, you got to put some treble in it.
Yeah.
He's like in a recording.
Headphones off. Here we go.
Let's see it.
Like Zoink Scoob!
I think that was
See?
the
Much
exact
better.
same. I think it was very good regardless.
It was
Nah,
like
it's better.
1 point better. I
Yeah.
guess.
Longtime home of the myriad.
You went from
tribe.
a 6 to a 6.75.
Whole apartment complex Jinkies. What was that? Uncharted Steve says it was the same. Okay.
We still appreciate the effort. The hustle is what counts there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put it in.
I can also do a horse. But we'll save that for another
Just
live
a
stream.
horse.
Oh, we
my
caught the end
God.
of it. Discord was like, I think not.
I don't accept this.
Yeah.
Triumph is
That's a
always
human trying to be an animal. Yeah, I wouldn't accept it either. Discord.
I only know how to do the flustered horse sound, like the.
Oh yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're eager to start the
So what's happening?
waiting here.
Man, Aken blacked out there for a second. Let's go in.
Just a
We
little
are going
bit.
to do
They will
a
follow
tribe
your
war outpost raid. I'm going to show those stupid myriad that peace and unification is
Here's
not the answer.
First line of defense.
No.
Or whoop up these scrubs here.
I'm currently looking a fan art of Bane and Shaggy together.
I would imagine you're very clearly on DeviantArt, I would imagine.
I'm on Google Images, so it could be anything.
It could be.
Oh, you're living dangerously.
You better have that safe
Big
search,
search
on.
off.
Oh! I too like to live dangerously.
It's like Ratchet and Skunk.
So apparently, there's a novel called Shuggy Bane. Because I typed in Bane Shaggy art, and I got a book called Shuggy Bane.
That's a
I don't know what that means. But it's a novel by Douglas Stewart. And maybe I should read it without
Your cousin?
even looking to see what it's about.
Yeah.
Let's see. I see a picture of Shaggy as Superman. That's kind of the closest thing I can find. There's another picture of Shaggy beating the crap out of Superman.
Give those
Yeah, that's how it
twirly
works,
wheels
right?
a
You have to
turn.
take the title from Superman by beating up on
You've
him.
seen Shaggy, the Shaggy mod for Jump Force, right?
No.
Yeah, I don't know if you're aware, but he mastered Ultra Instinct a while back.
Yeah.
Just a few moves left. Make them count. Yeah.
Got it. I do feel a weird amount of satisfaction. Good God.
Yeah.
That's a new one, baby. That's a new one.
Satisfaction.
Satisfaction when completing these puzzles, but it's because I'm a simple man with simple needs, you know?
Fair enough.
Yeah. Like they're enjoyable in their simplicity.
Yeah. Kind of like me.
Vacation. You need the coin now.
Yeah, right?
It sounded good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels nice to say on my lips.
Strategery.
I'm gonna use that in my next review. This is
How many times can I slip that into a shell before I get talked to by Reiner? We'll find out. Alex, it's not. Maybe I'll spell it down like the left margin.
That cage is holding
what if you put it on your
over.
pants, like have it going down vertically on like
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
some
That
like,
could be a brand, yeah.
like a tracksuit you
Yeah.
get that has on it.
Or like down the side of like a long sleeve shirt. I feel like that's more like in style. All right.
Remember back when they had pants that had like words just along the entire buttocks?
Juicy, baby.
Yeah, juicy
Yeah.
or like.
Did you have a pair of those?
To be honest, Alex was
Mine just
just
had like gamer on my butt cheek.
this was just the excuse for Alex to talk about his pants that had gamer on his butt.
Just like Xbox. Like,
Mine just said butt.
Yeah.
It was very straightforward. It was just-
I like it. Straight to the point.
reminds me when I was in high school, I had this really stupid like running joke where like I don't have any tattoos, but I used to tell people if I were to ever get a tattoo, I would just want the word tattoo, but like in the plainest font, like Times New Roman
Oh
or
god,
something.
like Comic Sans.
And that would just be some sort of like avant-garde comedy thing that would be hilarious.
my friends and I, when we were younger, we were like, we're gonna get tattoos together, but it's going to be a single freckle, and we'll all get a freckle tattooed onto us. And you know, that was what we thought about.
You guys must have been really fun at like parties. This would have been a fun time.
It's just me going around showing off my Times New Roman tattoo.
And Alex is like, guys, look at my tattoo, and like, bro, it's a freckle. What are you talking about?
And Aken and I are in a corner comparing our tattoo.
Yo, the first GI party when we get together is gonna be wild. That's all I know.
Little Zeus Boy asks, "Hey, can you disable the narrator? Can you play it like Breath of the Wild?"
Definitely not. But you can. That's a good opportunity. I'll show it right now.
Yeah, you can turn them. You can turn them.
Is it an
Turn
audio?
that guy all the way down. Yeah, it's an audio.
Okay. Yeah. You can
I
even
think.
turn the gibberish down too. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got him up to 20,
Yeah.
which is even that's generous. But yeah, so this doesn't disable him entirely because he still speaks during cutscenes and he narrates all of the character dialogue. But this just cuts down his random chatter when you're just out and about exploring.
For sure.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah. Right. You got a new weapon.
Extermo.
Take it to the
A
myriad, baby.
sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable.
Take it to the myriad. We wanting to do that.
Take it to the corner.
Take it to
Better
the
stay
bridge.
clear of the red rain.
Come here, girl. No, 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 no.
I haven't heard that song in a while.
Right?
Defense.
Some early 2000s for you.
It's 2006, but close.
True.
You know, I was on TikTok the other day, and people are starting to like. There's certain like, it's like becoming like a joke, but like, it spawned off of like a genuine like TikTok video where like a younger person called, like they referred to the 1990s as like the late 1900s.
Oh man,
Oh,
that's, I mean,
no.
that's
So sad.
That's depressing.
that is actually. I was born in the late 1900s. That makes me feel like a vampire.
My
Or not
cousin,
even that. Like I guess late 1900s. Because when you use that term, you're encompassing the whole decade, so it becomes relative. Of like I was born in 1987,
yeah.
so that's like late 1900s, but like late. I think people might think I was born in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My cousin, speaking of TikToks, my cousin loves sending me they'll start as like gaming trivia videos. Like, hey, did you know that Pepsi made a video game back in like 1987? And then it's like it becomes this really like dark like world fact that they just like never taught us in schools. And it's like, oh, this gets me every time and makes me feel
I know
bad.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's in those videos.
Bet a big bump will bring it down.
Can we take a moment to appreciate the kind of crotch guard on this guy?
Yeah, man, he is not letting
Switch off
anything
the light.
hit him in that way.
What's his name? Full grown?
A
Real dead
barrel
now.
shoot. Smack him to get
Yeah.
a barrel out of it.
He was full grown, all right. That's why he had the word a crotch guard.
Blast it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Alright, what do we got here? These barrels here.
That looks splody.
Sorry.
Kaboom. You're
I haven't had my coffee yet, Marcus. You tickled me.
You don't need it when we're streaming, baby. All right. We claim this outpost in the name of the Agni.
now.
Jagni.
I was gonna say it's Jagni,
It
right?
is
it
Jagni.
a hard
But
J?
I'm used to like,
Agni.
I feel
The
like,
Jags.
Says
Yeah.
you made them weaker.
oh, he's not
but
happy
they
with
won't
me.
give up.
I'm so used to like
Your
the Norse
Sifu
stuff right
thanks
now,
you.
right? Where it's all
Your
like a
tribe
y
is growing
instead of a j.
stronger.
because God of War and Assassin's Creed. And, I don't know. Peeking in my
Abe's
mind.
spit take, thanks, boys. Yeah, if I had, hold on, yeah, if I had my coffee.
Look at this man coming in, thinking he owns the place. Well, he kind of does.
You think there'll ever be a time in your life where you get to have people carry you on a chair?
Kind of hope not.
Maybe if I was like on The Amazing Race, there'd be like a
Is that a
challenge.
thing that happens? I've never seen that show. Is that-
There'd be some sort of challenge where I have to do that.
Sometimes wrestlers do that for their entrances. I was like, that's probably the only like viable profession where that might be a possibility. Like, I want a big entrance where a bunch of people carry me out on a chair.
Holly says Uber is the closest most of us will get. That's true.
True.
True. Very true.
I'll ask the Uber driver, like, is it okay if I tie my chair to the roof?
Bro,
I'm paying you, right?
Some of those drivers would say yes, 100%.
If I tip you,
Yeah, they're like, if you can, yeah, if you leave me 5 stars, do whatever you want.
say my car.
But out of date emphasizes
I used to be an Uber driver for like a month.
Oh, did you?
So
that's the sound
I
of
had first moved to Colorado
out
from
of date
Virginia. This was in
premonitions of imminent
2014.
disaster are true.
And
the porky puff needs to be
There's a deal where there's a deal to become if you did like a Lyft driver, if you did it for 30 days and you did like an X amount of drives in 30 days, you get a bonus. And it was like, you know, $750 bonus on top of whatever you did. So in the evenings after work, I would go out for a ride or two and do it. And then I got that bonus. And then Uber was like poaching Lyft drivers. And so if you were a Lyft driver and signed on to Uber, they had a similar deal where you get like $500.
Oh, damn.
And so there was about a month or two where I was like did driving, and I bought myself a new mattress with all the money.
Oh, wow.
But
You played the companies against each other, like,
yeah, for my comfort.
Yeah.
But I remember one time I have a lot of crazy stories, but
Humble brag.
one time I was like picking up like a bunch of college students, and the max amount of people that I could fit in my car is like 4. And if you have any more than that on the app, you're supposed to hire like an XL or whatever, so everyone can fit. Well, I got to pick them up, and there were like 7 or 8 of them. And so I picked them up at like a gas station, and they all piled in the car, and I was like, okay. And so I go to back up, and I can't see anything because they're all drunk, and like I can't see anything out of my mirror because literally just like piles of people in the back of my car. And I go to pull out of this gas station, and I rear end the gas pump.
Oh, no.
like I could have died. Like somehow we didn't explode.
Thank
If
God.
this was GTA, it would have exploded.
Yeah, and they were all like, "Oh my God!" And they're saying my neck hurts. I'm like, "All right, y'all
Shut
gotta
up. Yeah.
Yeah, this is on you."
Is that what you told them?
That was like my second to last drive. I got my bonus and I quit the app. I was like, they're gonna sue me.
Yo, that's wild.
Your neck, your problems.
Yeah. All right, let's see. I can craft, right? Or do I
Colorado hype. I dig it, Holly.
Yeah, because Adrian says I was carried like that once. Going back to if you'll ever be carried by another person in a chair, they said they called it a stretcher though, and it wasn't nearly as fun as it was. Which I guess fair. I guess that kind of counts.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right, let's see if I can actually. Nope, I already can't craft this.
They don't really carry you on stretchers anymore. They're like on wheels now.
Right?
Like, I'm thinking of like the old school like cartoons.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
stretchers were like on the battlefield.
Or
2
like-
guys pick you up and
Yeah,
run
like
away.
the Looney Tunes come out and they're. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Or if it's like Rocco's Modern Life, it was those beavers that were like.
Yeah.
Mhm. Almost like that scene in Zoolander. Exactly, Abe.
All right, here we go. Now we're gonna go visit the Goopster.
The Goopster, man, look at that water.
It's good water, man.
Yeah.
Good
I'm a
water.
sucker for video game water.
Right?
Like that's still one of the most magical elements of any game. And I went to school for game design and made water, and even knowing how to do it, I was still like, I feel like this shouldn't be possible.
Right? Yeah.
Like how do you program water?
Yeah.
Gotta get the sine waves right, and then apply the shaders. I took I did some Unity tutorials.
Unity.
Yeah, I did it in Unreal 3 at the time, and it was like something like you put a water volume and mess with some sliders or something. It's been a while since I made games.
I think,
but I was always impressed with myself. It's like, man, I'm God. I think I just made water.
Yeah,
I think I'm God now.
Yeah. The goatee of video game water though is Sea of Thieves, right? Like nothing has touched that video game water.
Remember being blown away by Black Flag's water at the time, because that was like one of my first PS4 games because it like launched with it.
Yeah,
and just being floored by that water. But yeah, I don't think Sea of Thieves has been topped yet.
Yeah. Is this? Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to see Goop. I feel like this is different from my playthrough. If I'm still thinking of that. Oh no, I didn't go see Goop before. This is different than my playthrough. Because does he give you?
Let's see.
Goop's not the one giving you the mech, is he?
No, that's a different guy in the dead zone to the left.
Yeah.
Because that's a World Eater mission.
Yeah. Okay. I thought I'd be on the World Eater stuff, but maybe not yet.
Gulpo ain't the easiest.
Hi, Goop.
Says it's good to
Where does
see
Mustard?
you again.
Oh, it was
He's
fake.
Goop.
Goop, you tricked us.
See, this is why you should be mean to him, because he's a filthy liar.
Surprisingly fast.
He deserves everything he gets. But at least we're getting the Goo Glide, which is like your little like jet ski boat thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I haven't even got this in my playthrough.
Remember and act.
Yes, that's the way.
Yeah.
I want revenge.
Sometimes your gut is flat
We'll let
out
these guys
wrong.
talk.
Don't ever doubt yourself.
I do like these guys' voices. They're by default my favorite characters in the games.
Yeah.
I thought that's because they're independently voiced. They feel like they have the most personality of anything in this game.
Yeah.
Just hearing them
Says
bicker,
life on
they're
the
kind of
Goo
cute.
is wide open. You have so many choices.
Easy way, because I am an evil
Best to
spirit.
stick
Well,
close
with
to
easy,
shore
yeah,
where
that
the
would be-
Goo
yeah, okay.
isn't so deep. That's like being close to
Rocking that bow staff.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. The Donatello fan.
even the Goo.
Yes,
will
I did
go
that for you,
wrong.
Marcus.
Thank you.
I'm a big Leo fan.
Thanks you for doing everything
Yeah.
you could to
I've always been
keep Goo
perplexed by
the
that.
same.
Like, Leo is cool,
Flapping
but I
around.
feel like it's the same. It's like if when I meet people that say Cyclops is their favorite X-Men.
Hey,
Of
back
like,
to the Goo.
yeah, he's cool, I guess, on paper, but like he's so like he's just the leader and so straight-laced. I mean,
I like Leo and
Leo's
Raph.
Leo is cooler than Cyclops.
Yes.
And current Cyclops now, if you're in the comics, kind of he had a phase of being kind of a terrible person.
There's no
Yep.
time to waste.
But yeah, I was like, I guess Leo's cool, but I guess he's was like, oh, he's the leader, and he's just like that's just his personality. Like
He's
I don't
looking
know.
out, man.
Yeah, like he's the glue for sure.
The melodrama. The hall monitor.
There you go. Let's do this.
If your favorites were Leo and Raph, did you feel conflicted when they would fight all the time?
Yeah.
There is.
Brotherly love. Buraxis Games asks, are there magic spells in this game? There are. I bet Alex could show you.
Oh,
one
you want to see? You're not even ready for it, man.
Yeah.
There are
Let's-
magic spells.
I want to find. Did I just? This is totally different than my other playthrough. Did I just like stumble upon? I think he was over here. I think I'm gonna go over here because I want to
Who are you
do.
looking for?
I want to do the World Eater stuff. I want to do. I want to go get the
Okay.
back.
So I know you want to. I forget which quest triggers it, but I know it's over in the dead zone in general.
Yeah. That's where I'm. Because it's
I
like over here, if I remember right.
You've got a marker on your map,
Yeah.
which you actually don't need to do. You can just select the mission itself.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, like you can track it, and then because I only use the marker for like those question marks that don't show up on the map,
Yeah.
or at least in the overworld.
You. Shoot. Interesting. I totally found that just by accident then. Oh, I'm back here. How do I get back? Let's see.
You think that staff's heavy just because of how big it is in relation to how small you are, like,
And, like,
running around?
yeah.
Like,
I also just like, I wish like you had to like go sideways through a door to fit
Yeah,
through it.
excuse me. Yeah.
just immediately just jerks him back, like
Takes damage, health damage. Yeah.
kills you.
We'll show the powers and we see some enemies. Enemies got a lot of enemies.
The only downside is that like I like the bow staff, but at least because you get it through the Myriad tribe just doing their quests, but you can't upgrade it, which I didn't understand why. Because I like the combos associated, but it was like immediately underpowered compared to what I had by the time I got it. And I was like, oh, I'll go upgrade this, and you can't upgrade it, you can't attach anything to it. So it's like, oh, that kind of stinks. I would like to use this.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think this is where I went in my playthrough. We'll find out though.
The board mainly has posts from those that
Chat, any questions that we can answer while we're here? We got what, probably an hour or so left in the stream, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
something like that.
We'll see how
but
everything's going. But yeah, I'm having fun. Conversation's good. Showing things we can show. You know.
My Scooby accent was pretty good earlier.
It was 1% better though when you took your headphones off.
That was the highlight of the stream for sure.
I think so, personally.
Yeah.
Can you make a turtle main character? I'm inspired now. No. Unfortunately, that would be amazing.
You can, however, unlock an ability that lets you slide down hills on a turtle shell.
Ooh, we like that.
So that's the closest you can get. But yeah, everything is more or less a variation of this weird, like,
Bird,
fox, rabbit,
hamster,
lombax
thing. Yeah. Oh,
old again.
See you, bye. Oh God.
Silva Fox, hello. Silva asks, what kind of content would you like to see in a DLC or expansion? Marcus, you're the person who's put 90 hours into the game, so I'll let you answer that question.
I mean, it's weird. I would like the game to be better before I would like to do anything extra, because it's not about this game not having enough to do, because it has plenty to do. It's just that it's just kind of shallow and not great. So like if they updated it in a way that fixed that, that would be great. But in terms of an expansion, like, I mean, if they can do a story expansion that is just better in terms of the narrative, because I think the main narrative stuff is really weak and flat. So like, I'm trying to think, like, what about this world I would like to know more about? Like, maybe like a prequel story. That would be weird for like an expansion. The game ends in a way that like, it seems like, I guess depending, there's one of two endings depending on if you're like good or bad, basically. And at least the good ending, it ends in a way it's like, I don't know where you go from there, basically. So like, if they were to do a Biomutant 2, I would like maybe a game that was set closer to like maybe when these, like the rise of this civilization, you know, like when did these tribes get established, or maybe even just another part of
continent.
Yeah, like we don't know what part of Earth this is. If this is America, and that's assuming that this Earth is a one-to-one to our Earth.
Yeah.
As you can see, there's a lot of like, you know, kind of like Asian influences in like the designs and the combat. So I don't know if that's a hint to anything, but yeah, I think you probably hit the nail on the head there, Van Aken, of like setting it in a different part of the map, and like kind of like what Horizon Forbidden West is doing, right?
Yeah.
Like putting a new region and then introducing some new like civilizations that might be living there.
Is this man just chilling over here? Yeah, goodbye. Oh God, please don't hit me.
I like shooting these guys with the rockets just because of that right there.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yep.
Feels right. That's
great.
Yeah, it's great.
We like that.
Great
this is why
content,
you don't carry those big rockets like that around.
P on the road sign, unlock fast travel.
Yep. You need to drink water.
Yeah, he is
very
like dangerously dehydrated.
It is as fluorescent as you are.
Yes. Speaking of that, I should probably also drink water, but
yeah.
that's my problem, not yours.
Water break. Toast to you, gentlemen. Here.
Cheers.
Cheers. Drink water, kids. Always.
Just not me, because I'm playing.
Andrew Higate says he pisses on the flag. Well, when you say it like that,
yikes! Not touching that one.
I don't think these flags have any like cultural identity tied to them.
Yeah, we didn't ask the devs about that one.
I think they're just markers. Hopefully.
Really took that all the way down to the end in flame.
I just want to look at something real quick. Let's see how the video review is doing here. A lot of comments. Not gonna look at
Why don't you read off the comments, Alex?
Yeah. What's up, Marcus?
I was like, why are you doing that to yourself?
I just wanted to see. I'm a sucker for numbers, right? But I'm not gonna read any. I'm just gonna let it sit. You know, just let it gestate.
I'll read some of them. I'll act them
some
out.
fun ones, yeah. Okay. Some theater here.
It's no Conquer, but way darker than expected. I think that's fair. That's fair, Holly.
Yeah, this isn't like overly vulgar like Conquer, for sure.
You could play it with
going
your
for that
uncle or something. I don't know if you'd want to do
you,
that.
You can play this with your kids.
Yeah,
it's not like overly violent.
They'll
like,
love like the
not gory.
poopsies and the glib glob and stuff like that.
Yeah, pretty much the peeing is probably the most mature thing that happens in this game. Honestly, really,
it's a good moment to teach your kids to drink water.
Yes, they build machines better.
And if
All right, I've got a good comment I can read off.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, we ready? I'm gonna leave the usernames out of it.
Okay, smart.
If I hear one more person complain about it's doing too much or the menus are confusing, I'm going to lose my mind.
Lose it.
First of all, how stupid do you have to be in order to be confused by a video game menu? This has never happened to me, so I'm genuinely asking.
Bro, I've never said. I don't think I mentioned the menu at all in my review, like at all, which is weird. I was like, as soon as you said that, I was like, huh?
He hopes you remember.
So be telling me that they think I made the game.
He understands.
Oh, okay, hold on. This is a good one.
Yeah.
Spike B Bob. I'm gonna read his name.
Okay.
I respect your review, Game Informer, though I disagree with what you said.
See?
That's a respectful way.
Yeah,
it's possible.
Yeah.
You still have
It's possible.
People are going to disagree. Like I said, this game is fun enough. It has a charm to it if you kind of ignore a lot of the less great elements that I personally see this becoming like a cult game down the line of people being like, that game got a bad rap.
Yeah.
Would like to know
Truly
if
the-
you ever doubt
the,
All right, I'm
Mirror's
clicking off
Edge.
of the comments now. I've seen
to this
enough.
point.
Yeah, you ran out of good
quick.
comments. Yeah.
Figures you're either
I was gonna
I
ask
like
them-
that idea, Silver Fox. Silver Fox says, "Now I want to
Understands
build a
why
character
you're
like Conquer in this game."
Yeah.
That's what if that was
Wonder if
Conquer
you
3?
liked
It
working
was just
with
this,
Stadnik.
but
There you go.
you just
They
made your own
always
Conquer.
hunker down in there.
Right.
Brazen B Man says, "Leo, bringing it back to the TMNT
Says things
conversation.
are important.
Leo's all right in the cartoon series before the recent one. It was pretty hilarious seeing Raph more well adjusted
You
than him,
should
though.
return when you've retrieved
I guess that would be the
scroll.
Nickelodeon 3D one.
Yeah, I think so.
Actually, a solid show.
I haven't watched. I need to watch the new one, where like Raph is like a snapping turtle, right? Like, there are
What?
different
Is that a
kinds of
thing?
turtles.
Looks like
What? Is that the? I know there's like an animated one that came after the Nickelodeon one where they kind of like their costume designs are a bit much. It kind of reminds me of Michael Bay's Turtles a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Hold
That's
on.
enough electric current.
TMNT
Initiate the
cartoon.
actuators and activate the framework.
2018.
But yeah, as you're looking at it, the last load said the reviews for this remind me of Too Human, which got pretty rough reviews and ended up being my favorite game of all time.
Whoa.
Biomutant looks like it might be a personal
They're
10 for me,
short of
right up my
breath
alley.
and death
Okay.
to
I mean,
the
hey,
show.
if you
awesome.
like it,
Better take
Yeah.
care. He
people
who
like the thing to keep in mind is that
half
reviews are just one person's opinion.
Yeah.
And
They're
that-
subjective.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Inherently.
I like do not take my review as like the gospel, like objective fact. Like this is what this game is. This is what I felt, and some people find that helpful to just get an idea of what the game could be.
Yeah.
But if you're really excited about this, like, don't let me stop you
Yeah.
from trying it.
There's fun to be had.
There is definitely some fun to be had.
Oh,
and
man.
Uncharted Steve points out 6 out of 10 doesn't mean trash overall. No, it doesn't. In fact, it literally means limited appeal, as in some people will like this, but probably not most.
Yeah. And like I even think like we've talked about it on stream, right? I'm Alex and I are really enjoying this.
Yeah.
Enjoy the games you enjoy. Like no one's stopping
Yep.
you. Like we're just having fun. We're just having fun here. Games are meant to be fun.
Yeah. Cedrian points out reviews may be one person's opinion, but I've looked at multiple reviews, and when they're all saying the same things, there might be something to it.
For sure. Like there's no overlooking like some of the technical things. Like there's just some objective pillars of game critique that it's like this is what it is, But
Yeah.
it's on you to decide if that's game breaking enough for you, like if to lessen your enjoyment, right?
For sure.
So
I looked up the show, Marcus. It's Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's right.
Came out in 2018.
Yes, I remember seeing ads for it, but that's the only Turtles thing that I've not seen anything of. Like,
my friend Ian said, I don't know why I need to tell you who it was, but my friend Ian.
Shout out to Ian. Ian's the man. Yeah.
Podcasted with him for 5 years.
He's been on. He was on a GI stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was.
Yeah.
Go listen to A+ Anime. Anyways, he first tried to sell me on it, saying like each of the turtles are like different species or different like species of turtle. Is that the right way to put that?
Yeah.
Different like groups of turtle.
Sounds right.
And like Raph is like a big snapping turtle. And I don't know anything else. About turtles.
Well, are any of them
one of them's a box turtle.
turtle.
I don't think anybody's a sea turtle.
Or like a Galapagos giant tortoise?
I think Mikey might be like a box turtle. I'm not sure. I'm just listing off turtles I know of.
What's the most intelligent turtle? That's probably
A spotted turtle, you know.
I thought you were answering the question. I was like, wow, you knew that off the top of your head. Like,
Oh no, I'm still listening to turtles I know of.
I was like, okay. So look, we got the mech suit.
Yeah.
Look at this.
You really get to customizing with this Mac. Oh,
So you can see there it's used. So we're in the dead zone right now, which is one of the kind of hazardous biomes. And the thing with this one is that there's no oxygen. So you see the little counter that popped up in the upper right-hand corner for a second. Kind of dictates how long you can survive in this zone. But if you have the mech suit, you can survive indefinitely because you're in a machine that I guess has oxygen pumping into it.
Which, if you look,
That seems right, you know.
there's no covering here. Oh, it's just a little overhang.
Wait,
Probably helping with
look at your little head there.
that.
Listen, there's
You
an
look like
invisible
you're too
force
short.
Yeah.
to write it. Need maybe a
Little grandma.
couple of phone books or
Yeah.
something. You're not even sitting in it, right? You're turned to your.
Yeah, she's taking a
Praise
nap.
Assassin said nobody expected a masterpiece. I think expectations have been pretty level.
Right. Yeah. Also, pro tip, not as pro as what Marcus has been giving, you can destroy these, which I didn't realize in my playthrough, and I was really frustrated for like 2 minutes on why I couldn't get to my objective.
I would like to see a clip of that.
Silver Fox asks, any Blastoise TMNT characters? No, but that'd be very cool.
The turtles could take down a Blastoise, I think.
Absolutely not. Blastoise
Wait, what?
is king Pokemon. Blastoise would just use Hydro Pump or Surf and just like blow them away.
But the turtles take on like big things all the time, like Krang and stuff. They could take on a single Blastoise.
I don't know, man.
4 of them working together?
Okay.
Why do they have to fight each other? I want Blastoise to be part of the team.
Yeah, that's true.
He gets a little head. That fan art has to exist, right? Of Blastoise as a Ninja Turtle.
I hope so.
I'm looking at him.
Most of them lead to disaster.
We need a TMNT Last Ronin game, said Holly. That's a good idea.
Oh yeah, there absolutely is. Like, I see one where he's got a black bandana.
Okay.
Mask, and he's got 2 weapons. On one hand, he's got a mace, and then the other, he's kind of got like those Chris daggers, like with the little curvy blades. I forget what they're called.
I gotta look this up now too. This sounds cool.
Yeah.
It looks like a little badge you can buy,
Okay.
like a sticker.
Yeah.
From like some artists, but I see another one.
Yeah.
I see another one that's like a little bit more of an art piece. That same thing, black mask, but he's really muscly. He's got the white eyes. It looks pretty cool.
Worries that when
Did you guys ever? I don't remember what it was called, but did you guys ever play the TMNT game where it was the stylized like
enjoys it when he
cartoon
gets the
graphics?
chance, though
It was
they're
like a
not
brawler,
much
but it was
good
like 3D.
against monster. But enough
Was
of
it during the era of the 2003 show?
He says
I
that
think
was
so.
on
Yeah,
Fox
it was like
Kids?
yeah.
he's
It
not
was like
sure about
on
their
GameCube.
veggie-
Yeah, it might have been the game based on that because I played that because I thought that show was really good.
Yeah, I like that.
Because there was like 2 or 3 of those because the first game was just called TMNT. And I played that with my brother and we liked it, but we were bummed out that it was only 2 players instead of 4.
It seems like a missed opportunity.
Yeah, any game that's based like the Fantastic Four movie game was the same thing of like it's called the Fantastic Four and you can only play with 2 players. Like, what are you doing? And then they did a sequel to that TMNT game called, I think Into the Nexus or Battle Nexus or something.
I think Into the Nexus is Ratchet and Clank. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
that's
Yeah.
This was way before that game came out.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up. Into the Nexus or something Nexus. It was called Battle Nexus. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Battle Nexus, and that was also in Game Boy Advance. And I never played the GBA game, but I think that's the one that everyone says is like an underrated classic.
Okay.
Because it's kind of like Turtles in Time style, and that's the game that the upcoming TMNT game, Shredder's Revenge, that's being made by like Dottie Muse publishing it and Tribute Games is making it.
Yeah.
A lot of those devs worked on that GBA game.
Oh.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it
a
looks-
full
Dude, I
circle
can't
thing,
wait for Shredder's Revenge. That looks sick. I hope it
Yeah.
comes out this year. I'm not sure if it will or not. I don't think they've announced.
They haven't.
Yeah, they haven't said anything. But I really want to play it.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that. I think the only thing they've really said
it's
release-wise
the
was that they
spit
confirmed it's coming to Switch, but they haven't said any other platforms yet. But I mean, it's got to be coming to everything, basically, right?
Right.
Which is where I want to play that
I
though.
feel like I missed opportunity.
Again, if we play together, I'm glad like you guys like different turtles than I do, so we don't have to fight over
Yeah.
any of them.
Mikey's my boy. Just the
You
jovial.
said Donnie for you, Marcus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Donnie. You know, I like all the turtles. I respect Donnie.
I respect. Yeah.
This sounds like a backhanded compliment in a way.
No.
It sounds like you were setting something up, like some shade.
He's
being
great,
thrown.
but yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting for the other shoe to drop there.
No other shoe.
Yeah. No words in a sentence. Oh shit! What is it? I'm gonna. Oops, sorry, I swore.
The turtles don't wear shoes.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, why are we talking about shoes?
Except in the Michael Bay film, didn't they have like? I mean, they wore all kinds of dumb crap in those movies.
Yeah. This is. You guys can go back and when you guys play the game, you can check it out. There's some lore dumps in these posters. I'm not gonna do it right now because we'll just talk over it.
Yeah. It's pretty much what we discussed earlier, like him just saying, like, "Hey, humans messed up the world."
Shocking.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Who would have thought
Yeah.
we were capable of such a thing?
Also, this is no shade at the narrator, but this is nice playing. I'm surprised how much of a
idea.
difference 0 to 20%
Go knock
makes.
the lid off that
Right?
slide. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there.
This little thing is weird because it makes you think that you kind of have to fill a meter because there's
Because you have to in other
QTEs
spots.
that and I was like, I don't know why the ring's there
Yeah.
when you just have to hit it.
It's okay.
It's a minor little
Yeah.
nitpick.
Picking nits. I think the squibs, as they're called in this. Oh, I'm gonna have to kill one of these. Holly, look away.
You're going to have to. Yeah. Does it make you feel better if you call them squibs and not foxes?
No, no. Well, no.
Wait, let's get a look at them. They're kind of like red panda looking
They're cute,
things.
Yeah. Hey, come here.
Probably don't want to look at them for too long and get attached.
Yeah. They make
I don't think you're going to kill them now because I think you need them for this quest. But you
Right.
can,
There-
if there's
there-
an extra one.
There's a
you can
couple
catch
left
it.
over. I'm pretty sure. Yep, like right there.
You know what we do with leftovers around here.
Oh no. We clean the plate.
Oh god. Oh yeah, bro. He totally like snapped that thing's neck. I don't like that at all. That makes me sad.
Let's in our head canon. Let's just say that he said a really mean thing to it and let it go, and that constituted. He's like, "Hey, you suck."
You'll never impress your father.
Wow. And then the fox just kind of slinked away with its
Oddly
its ears
personal,
down.
Alex. That was-
You guys are making me play mean spirited. It's just kind of it is what it is now, you know.
Yeah, some might say that might be worse than just killing. Now you've
Just a few moves
given
left.
it lasting psychological damage.
yeah.
It is a. We are playing a dark
That's enough
playthrough.
electric current to initiate the actuators.
we keep it,
and activate the framework.
Keep it spicy. on these
As we tend to do. Let's see.
evil.
Evil.
Yeah, we're known for being jerks.
Yeah, that's
Us
it.
three specifically.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's the only time where we let to kind of just untuck our shirts, be ourselves, which ourselves are just terrible people.
Apparently
Yep.
so. Also, we tuck our shirts in while working from home. Oh, let's see.
My shirt, I would just want to point out, very untucked right now.
Oh, all the untucked, baby.
Whenever I see old people willingly tuck their shirts in. I'm always confused. Like, I hope I never hit a point where I feel like I need to tuck my shirt because I hate tucking my shirt in.
No, I think that's a relic of the past.
Yeah.
No, people still. Maybe I live in Florida.
People
A lot of
still do it.
retirees. Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, like I used to work in corporate America. It was an awful place, but
that was the name of the company.
and yeah, I just tuck my shirt in every day.
Oof. Yeah.
Wear a tie. Wear slacks.
Slacks. Oh, you
And
know
we
it's
had-
bad when they call them slacks.
All while making minimum wage.
Oh, yikes.
Like, not really, but like they make you go through a lot of effort for.
You actually worked in a coal mine.
I did.
Wearing a
yes.
full suit.
Full suit.
Yeah, the coal mine of corporate America.
Oh,
Yeah,
Document processing.
Yeah, Oozing Neon says my dad still tucks his t-shirt into his blue jeans when we're just hanging out.
Hey, no shade, no hate.
Yeah.
Do whatever makes you feel comfortable.
Where is?
Yeah.
For me, I like to,
Like to hang loose.
be comfortable.
Right.
I like to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Let's
see. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
See, I will still I like to dress up.
Yeah.
I'll wear a button up, open or closed. Today we're doing open because I accidentally bought a slim fit. Instead of, but it works. It looks fine.
That's the worst, my guy. Let's see.
Because Target, you can't try anything on Target right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or anywhere.
Yeah.
Like it's just
You can in Kohl's. I went to a Kohl's
Oh, okay.
a couple days ago. They let you do it now.
Okay, because I went
But they're the
clothes
only
shopping.
ones.
I went clothes shopping for the first time in like years. I just don't buy new clothes all that often.
Yeah.
And I went to like a Hot Topic. I went to a PacSun. I went to a Ross, a Marshalls.
Mm-hmm.
And they all had the they closed their changing rooms. Same with Walmart too.
Yeah.
And I was like, I guess this is just like
Makes sense.
the Kohl's Renegade. You're like, nah, come on in.
We're going off book,
Come on
baby.
in. Take your mask off while you're at it.
Yeah. Stay a while.
What are you gonna say? No, we're Kohl's.
We're crazy, man.
Crazy Kohl's.
Crazy
is what
and
they call
cold.
it.
You want some Kohl's cash, my guy?
Bro, you should get this Kohl's cash. Oh,
He's still crazy with a K.
Yeah, don't disrespect. Put some respect on Kohl's
on
cash.
Kohl's name, man.
When the world inevitably ends, that will be the new currency.
Is Kohl's, is that a thing? Is that like their rewards currency
Oh yeah.
or something?
Yeah.
If you spend X amount, now I feel like I'm doing an ad for Kohl's.
Yeah, we're
if you
not
spend
sponsored
X
by
amount
it.
of money in Kohl's, like I think $50 is the first unlock. You spend $50, you get $10 in Kohl's cash.
Yeah.
And you can just like use that $10 like on it's like real money.
Yeah.
But it expires.
Like real
Like
money.
it's,
Like.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, technically, if the world's ending, it would expire, right?
Hamster Gigante says it's like boring V-Bucks. That's a great way to
Yo,
put it.
that's
Yeah.
that's good.
Please tell me they spell cash for the K.
Yeah, no, they don't. I wish.
Cowards.
They do have a Z on Cole at Cole at the end of Cole's though. So.
Okay. Taking it back to the 90s.
Yeah, marketing department's just going wild right now. I can't craft what I want
What's
to craft
cool?
yet, but that's okay.
What are you trying to craft?
I'm just trying to, just a new gun, but I'm low on crafting materials, so that'll just have to wait.
I have to find some totems to break or something.
Yeah, which they haven't introduced that yet in this playthrough.
Yeah, I don't know if they do. I think you just have to find one.
Oh.
And then
Cole's cash, sorry.
narrator will be like,
Sorry
"Hey,
to
this is-"
derail this. Cole Abe Broman 3 in chat says Cole's cash is higher than the euro.
Is
Damn.
it better than like was it Dogecoin?
Dogecoin.
Dogecoin.
Doge?
Yeah.
This is how in touch I am with that stuff.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
man.
you really dated us when you said dog coin, Marcus.
Yeah. Not to brag or anything.
I may have never heard. I may have only read Dogecoin and have yet to hear it uttered out loud. So
Yeah.
it's one of those like moments where I'm sweating of like I don't know how to pronounce this, but I'm gonna say
You're
it.
gonna say it
Doggy
anyways.
coin.
Yeah, doggy coin. Yeah. Not to brag, but I think I made like $3 off that when that was going up.
Nice.
You know,
How
not
this
bragging
place
or
used to
anything.
look.
Did buy an
Yeah.
extra
Dead oil flood.
tea for myself.
Coke,
You know.
Coke Zero.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, Cassedrian. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Is there an inventory limit on how many parts you can carry?
Oh, Cassedrian's been here.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Well,
Again.
okay, none of us are answering the question.
Yeah. I don't know because I'm only 4 hours in.
No,
There isn't.
yeah.
There
as far
isn't.
as I've wanted to, and I've gathered a bunch of crap. There's no like encumbrance. I don't know if I've carried a fair bit of guns, but like I don't know if there's a limit because I made a habit of carrying one of each type of weapon. Even though I kind of settled into like a two-handed weapon was what I went with, but I did switch to like dual one-handed weapons at a certain point too. So I kind of bounced back and forth. And then for guns, I primarily stuck to the rifle. But I had like a shotgun and a pistol on hand, and I tried to upgrade them as much. But all of my resources went into like my two-handed and my rifle. For sure. And then I got to a point where I just kept upgrading those instead of like I had multiples of each kind of rifle, and I was like, well, that's stupid. I'll just keep upgrading the one. Yeah. Like parts. So I recommend doing the same.
There you go. Let's see. Okay, how much? So we're at 12:30. We've been streaming since 10. How? Because Marcus, I know in my playthrough before I took on the World Eater, I went and got a bunch of the caches. Did you?
Yeah. So I did that just because it like the game kind of implied that you should do that.
Yeah.
But they also like you can fight them now if you want, and
let's go fight them.
Here's what.
Yeah, let's go fight them. Because I fought the there's another World Eater that you need the boat, and they also did the same thing. Like you should upgrade the boat, and then I just fought him without getting all the parts, and I destroyed.
I'm thinking, what if I get a couple of rec boxes, show off like the upgrades for the mech, and then we fight him, and that's how we end the stream.
Sure,
that sounds good.
Another half an hour, another 40 minutes or so.
Yeah. I need coffee.
Yeah, bro. I need something to eat besides the turkey stick that I had this morning.
I haven't eaten anything since last night.
Yeah, turkey
what
steak.
Is it?
It's like a turkey. It's like a beef steak, but like turkey instead of beef.
Oh, like a Slim Jim?
Yeah, except like not as well. I was gonna say not as processed, but probably it's supposed to be healthier for you.
Just go to
okay,
and they taste good.
But you were just saying like drumstick and a
yeah. I actually had like a huge thing of mutton this morning. That's my breakfast.
You had one of those, like,
I had some mutton and some mead.
Yeah.
Just got back from the county fair.
Yeah.
A goblet of red mead.
That's how I start my day.
Actually, where in Boulder, I lived like a mile from a meadery.
Really?
And they knew, yeah, it was good.
I had.
Is
that what it's called, a meadery?
I don't think I've ever been. I think the only time I had mead was at the Renaissance Festival in Minnesota.
Oh no, like they made like all sorts of mead.
Oh damn. Is it good? Do you like mead?
Says, unfortunately, this game takes place more than 12 months after the apocalypse, so all of the Cole's cash has expired. It's true. The Great Cole's Crash.
That's what kickstarted this. Was that Cole's and JCP went to war and none of us lived.
Turns out Cole's was as important as like bees, or like when the Cole's go, so does it.
Y'all see that Eternals trailer? No.
I saw the first 50 seconds before we had to start this stream, so I liked what I saw so far.
If it's got Camille, I'm in. You know, I'm a big non-Gianni fan.
I used to listen to his podcast, The Indoor Kids.
Oh yeah. I obviously am not a big enough fan of him to listen to it, so maybe I'm talking out of my ass.
No, it was like before the fame.
Oh yeah, you were there before. Big Sick is one of my favorite movies.
Dude, that is such a good movie.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen it.
Oh, it's
my gosh.
good.
It's been on my like Amazon Prime like watch list for like.
It's probably one of my all-time favorite movies.
It is so good. Like it is super funny, but also like really heartfelt and handles that subject very well. Of
Windscrape.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Ape Foreman says that was a great podcast, Alex.
It was. R.I.P.
Also, if you look it up, Camille has been on an episode of Replay.
Really?
Yeah, Reiner. Reiner is. I don't know if they're tight, but they have some sort of relationship, right?
Yeah, I forgot which replay that was, but it was.
Reiner knows everybody.
Reiner
years ago.
He's got the hookup.
He's the information broker.
Yeah.
He is the shadow broker.
He is. Speaking of that, are you gonna play any more Mass Effect, Alex, or is that a ship that's already sailed?
No, I'm going. I think middle of the summer I might.
Okay, got it. When Hot Boy Summer is in full effect.
Yeah. I'd play it too. I just want to play new releases while I have the time.
There's a place and time.
Mainly just Knockout City because that game rules.
Yeah. I love that you're into it. I didn't think anything of that, and the timeline is blown up on it.
Yeah, oh, it's sick.
To get a game going at some point.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Look at this thing. Yeah.
What the?
We're out here,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those little weird blue things.
I really love. All right, that's a bit aggressive. I love like his last move, right, where it's like the AOE like fire attack, but the camera feels like it's always a little too wonky to like fully appreciate it.
Yeah.
Which I guess probably is part of your critique, right? Like.
Yeah, the camera could be weird, but I think the targeting is the main problem.
Yeah. Let's see. I know there's a goodie up here somewhere. I think.
It'd be cool if it like zoomed in like Titanfall first person while you're in the mech.
Yeah.
It is cool that you can call the mech down like Titanfall.
Right. But only in certain areas.
Yeah, which I don't totally understand because they kind of give the impression that you can use it anytime.
Right.
Because some vehicles you can, but like, yeah, I tried to use it in just like the grassy zone and it's like you can't, and I was like, why?
What? Yeah.
I don't really see anything about this mech that would stop me from doing that.
And maybe I wasn't. Oh god, it's a big boy. And maybe it's because I just wasn't paying attention when it prompted it, but I don't remember it ever saying you can't use it in other spaces, so I was like confused.
Yeah, I wondered that too. It's like, I don't, unless I missed it, I don't remember seeing that either. But the boat is like that too, where like there's some bodies of water the boat just won't spawn in. And I was like, I don't see the difference between this area of water and this, the one that I've been swimming or driving in. That's weird. But then like stuff like mounts, like horses and stuff, you can wherever you want for the most part.
Matt in chat says gonna be playing that SMT3 Nocturne remaster for a while.
Ooh.
Yeah, did that come out finally? I think it did.
Came out the same day as Biomutant. All right.
Yeah.
So tomorrow?
Or it came out. Oh no, it came out Friday. I want to say.
If chat is interested, there is talks about that being a potential streaming candidate. So just let us know. That is something to be interested in.
You guys SMT fans?
Not in the slightest, but not because I don't like it, it's because I've never like really experienced the series.
For sure. I'm kind of the same though. Like the only one I put any real amount of time to was Strange Journey for DS. And I liked it, but I just never finished it. I think I got stuck and then just got sidetracked with other stuff.
For sure.
But yeah, like that, and like I've played more SMT than I have Persona for sure. I haven't really.
This is gonna out me as a noob. They're in the same universe, or is it just same style of game, or none of the
like
above?
Persona. I don't know about universe. I don't think so. But Persona spun out of the SMT series. Like Persona 1 and 2, both versions of Persona 2 are close in design to SMT. And it wasn't until Persona 3 that was the first game that kind of like became the Persona that we know today in terms of finding its own identity and stuff.
Okay. Because I knew there was some sort of connection, but okay.
And correct me if I'm wrong, chat, please.
Yeah, chat usually will.
G-Zobs in chat asks, is this game worth it?
Depends what your worth is.
What's anyone's worth, really? You know.
It's again, my review is live on GameInformer.com. Both, and the video review is on our YouTube channel.
Yep.
I gave it a 6.5 out of 10, which would qualify for limited appeal status. I think there's some good ideas in the game, but the game just doesn't fully execute on pretty much all of them. And some parts are okay, some parts I think are just kind of bad. But there is some fun to be had around the edges if you have the patience for it.
Yeah, I think combat's fun. Yeah, if you're looking to just vibe to a podcast and like the GI show, for instance, you know, I like those parts of it, right?
Yeah. Acid Fruitlet says just looks like it didn't know what it wanted to be.
Which, you know,
there's
yeah,
I kind of got a sense of that. Like, I think the morality system is one thing. I was like, I don't know if this game really needs that, honestly. Doesn't really add much to really anything other than making pretty black and white choices. So I was like, that's probably, even though I like those little fairies that pop up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if this really is crucial to what this game is doing.
For sure. Did I already? Oh, okay, I have to go that way.
So, Stadrian linking our review in the chat.
Shout out.
Appreciate that.
I think
You have 4 boxes. That might be good.
Okay.
Are you going for a 5th right now?
I want to go for a little bit more just because we have officially now we have half an hour.
Okay.
I guess we don't have to get off at the 3-hour mark, right? But I know you gentlemen have things you probably need to do today. Oh, it's a big boy.
Get him.
Mufflemog. Ooh.
How come you guys get early access? We are considered press, and so we get most games early, and we review them and kind of share our thoughts and impressions from the games to help people inform their purchase.
We are a game informer. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, we're good.
Which can be good and bad.
As we're seeing today.
Sometimes it'd be cool because you're like, I'm playing this big thing for anyone else, but then other times it could be like, well, I'm stuck in this puzzle and I have no resource for help because the game's not out yet.
I can't look up a guide.
Yeah.
Like the best you can do is maybe contact some other reviewers that may like, has anyone run into this, or the developer, or if it's something really good that you want to talk about to everyone but you can't yet. You know, like you can talk to it with each other. But like you want to go to the rooftops and be like, this is amazing.
Yeah, it's truly a bizarre thing being in this industry, because like anytime I feel like you would bring up to someone who's not in it that like, you know, like reviewing games and playing games is amazing, like don't get me wrong, but like there is drawbacks with that too, where it's like, oh, this is either really hard like you said, or like having to deal with mean comments directed at you, like that kind of stuff. Like, it's not something I feel like you understand till you're actually in it, like, or have that, you're playing a game for review, right? And you think that's great, but like, you're on a clock, and like, embargo is embargo, and you gotta hit it. So like, it definitely becomes work in that way, even though I'm sure some people even in chat are gonna be like, nah, but it's still like you're playing games, which is fair, but.
Yeah, but it can be
a little bit of both.
Yeah, it can be pretty. Yeah, especially if you're playing something that just isn't very good. Right. Well, I'm stuck with it until I get it done. Yeah. But Concentrian asks a great question of, if you get stuck on something, can you ask the devs, or is that frowned upon in the business? No, absolutely not. Especially because you can't, since the game's not out yet, it can be hard to tell if something is a bug or if it's just bad design.
Or if you're just dumb.
Or yeah.
Maybe I'm the problem.
That's true too. Like I've been reviewing games for 10 years now. Whoa. A lot of it like freelance. So I've written God knows how many reviews, and puzzle games in particular can be the most daunting because you don't have that safety blanket of like, I can look up a walkthrough if I get stuck, because you're the first people playing it.
Yeah.
All I have is my brain.
Which
I reviewed Felix the Reaper, if anyone's familiar with that game.
Yeah.
And that game is really tough if you haven't played it. And there's one section towards the end that I was just so frustrated with, and I got the game probably like 2 weeks before launch, and it was like frustrating to the point of feeling broken, of like, I don't know what, there's no way I could have to do what it seems like they want me to do here.
Right. Yeah.
And then I eventually figured it out on my own after a lot of trial and error, and again, that stress of like, I got to get this done before deadline, so I still got to write this and stuff. But I remember someone, like a random reviewer, reaching out to me on Twitter to ask me about that section. He read my review and he's like, hey, you got past that one part, right? Because it seems like it's broken. I was like, yes! But no, it's not. Let me tell you.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's fine. Like, so it's better that you do ask, because again, you don't know.
Yeah. And we, especially at GI, we pride ourselves on being very thorough and really like, hitting as many angles on a review as we can. So it's like there's a fear of like, missing the mark, right? So we really try to not do that, right?
Yes, sir. I'm reading chat.
Oh no, I'm stuck. Yeah, we're gonna stream for about another half an hour or so, chat. So let us know if you have any other questions, thoughts, or concerns. Like Ben Roos says, if you have any dreams you want to share, do that here too. As long as they're, oh, this is cruel. This man threw me. Oh,
he threw you in the gut.
Oh,
Get it? You're almost there.
Disrespect.
Oh.
Is this your first death?
Yeah. That's
Oh, perfect
annoying
run.
and stupid and dumb, and I don't
Ruined.
like it.
We're going for a no death count here.
Wow.
Bro,
That's embarrassing that
I
you
gotta
died
hand in
on
my
stream.
gamer card. Like,
That is-
yikes.
we all saw this too. You can't play it off like we all.
Everybody clip that out. Thank you.
I'm gonna get tweets like, Alex, where's the archive of the Biomutant stream? Like, we never did one. I don't know what you're talking about.
Bio what now?
Bio who? All right, didn't push me back that far. We're good.
Acid Fruit Loop says, I'd be curious on the development of this title. It would just vanish for long periods of time. I bet this game changed vastly in design.
Yeah, they did. We did a news piece on our site that you can look up where the Biomutant devs did explain why it took so long for this game to come out. But the short answer is, hey, we're a small team of 20 people making a huge game.
Start squeezing those
But
muscles.
yeah, you can look that article up on our site if you want more details on that.
Are you working out?
Yeah, bro. The GTA style strength,
That's great.
upgrade.
It literally is that.
Yeah.
That threw me off too because I was expecting like a rhythm sort of thing of like, oh, do I have to lift this up
Yeah.
to like kind of like the Final Fantasy VII workout stuff. But no, you just mash a button. But now you swole.
Yeah.
Like CJ.
Yeah.
Oh, nice jacket.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna
that's
say,
way better
that's
than what you're
thick.
wearing.
Look at that. That's 3C's thick right there. And no one can see me anymore.
Yeah,
Camo
speaking
up.
of Final Fantasy VII, you got that Cloud Buster blade.
Yo, I was thinking, I was looking ahead to the release schedule, right? And because we got Ratchet and Mario Golf in June, right?
And Scarlet Nexus.
And Scarlet Nexus, yeah, which was
which there's a demo now out.
yeah on Xbox that I saw, right? It could be other places, but we also have Integrate coming out, which I kind of last year was so good. I low key forget how much I loved Final Fantasy last year, as not someone who's a normal like huge Final Fantasy guy. So I'm excited to jump back in.
16's supposed to be coming out too, right?
Eventually.
I don't think
Did they not? They haven't released anything on
Oh
that?
god.
they haven't committed to a date outside of just like the trailer and the PlayStation showcase, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm prepared to wait for the next 5 years to hear about that game.
I'm honestly, I guess this is me just being a Final Fantasy noob. I think I'm more excited about Final Fantasy VII Part 2, just because I loved like the combat system in that and where the story was going.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Professor Mid Valley, hello.
Hey. Ape Froman 3 asks, is there a currency in the game or is it just scrap that you use for crafting? There is a currency.
yeah.
It's like, what is it, like leaves, or they look like leaves?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's your currency. You can sell things, you can buy things outright from there's different vendors in the world.
Yeah.
I found more value in making my own things than buying things personally. So I got to a point where I stopped selling things and I just broke things down into ingredients to make better stuff. There were very few weapons that I found that were pre-made that were better than what I had already made myself. So I probably recommend try to keep some stuff around, because ingredients you're going to need a lot for different things. There's even some missions where like people be like, hey, can you bring me some wood? And so it's good to have like a good stockpile of ingredients on hand.
Yeah. Marcus, I think one of the points of your reviews that I really agreed with was like you wanted some of the powers to be more effective, right? And that I think was the most true with these rad wisps, which are like these crazy little things that do a ton of damage, right? But it felt like it should have been more impactful and should have done more damage. I guess it would have been OP at that point then. But
Yeah,
like,
because it looks cool
Right?
when you look at the little video, right?
yeah. I'm gonna use Storm Hop. Because I
Yeah,
haven't
the
tried
Storm Hop is actually one that maybe was the biggest culprit of like, this looks devastating, and it really isn't.
that. Cool. So I'm glad I spent all those points on that to buy it.
Probably should have chimed in sooner.
It's all right. Here, I'm gonna take my revenge on these fools.
Alex Jordan VO, welcome. We're playing Dark because we're bad boys.
And these two like to torture me on stream.
We're
The same way you
Rebel
torture
Boys.
those foxes.
Actually, we're not Rebel Boys. That means something different these days.
What did you just, I don't know what he's
We're But we're bad boys, like Marcus said.
Yeah.
We're bad boys for life.
God.
Bad boys
Bad
for
boys.
life.
Remember that movie? Remember that came out?
It did.
There was a new Bad Boys in 2020, right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about.
Yep.
But apparently it was good. I haven't seen it, but I heard it was pretty all right.
I think, yeah, it was not bad,
Yeah.
which I think are different things.
Oh, Alex
Excellent.
Jordan. Oh yeah, you can go, Alex. You could read.
I was reading off Alex Jordan's message. Excellent. Glad to hear I'm the voice actor for your dark conscience
Oh.
in this game. Glad to hear you've chosen the right route.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, you were one of Marcus's favorite parts.
Legit.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Now I'm.
Tsunami thrust. See, I love like those little things like
Bang,
that.
bang, 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 bang.
Hit him with the turtle stance, turtle strike.
See, I caught him with the right foot. Caught him with the jab. Caught him with the uppercut. Uppercut?
Up to cut, yes.
Uppercut. Yep.
That's a transform.
All right, when are we gonna fight this world eater? How we looking?
You feeling it? All right, I'm gonna get this last crate and then we'll go. And
Okay.
and then if we have a little time after, we can keep exploring. I don't know.
Oh, Holly Spice will gifted a tier 1 sub.
Holly Spice!
Alex Jordan VO. Thank you, Holly.
Holly Spice with the
gifting that tier 1
generosity, baby. I
sub.
love it.
Alex, welcome to the stream. Glad you're here.
Glad everyone in chat is here. We took the dive, went exclusively to Twitch. You'll hear more about that later.
Today?
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 Yeah. I think so.
I think so. It's a beautiful thing. We'll talk about it more, but we're just happy to have you here.
Hey, Pretentious, how are you?
I think it's precious.
Good to see you. I think it's Pretentious.
Is it Pretentious?
I know this person.
You're right. Okay.
I was gonna
Dave, I remember this person. It's Pretentious.
Okay, I was gonna say, are
I
you
saw that,
reading
yeah.
the YouTube comments again, or?
Again?
I'll grab
That's
it.
awesome, Alex. Well, I'm glad that you can finally talk about it. What was it like? Is this your? I guess what's your experience thus far with voice acting in games, and how was it in this game?
I'm also curious
I'd
how it
love to hear.
went during the pandemic, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume a lot of at-home sessions.
what kind of mic you rocking with? I guess you
Yeah,
know.
let us know.
Yeah. Also, this was one of the I talked about it earlier in the stream that this is one where it's like I was happy the slow mo was in it because it was like,
Back in the days,
you know, this is a level
Oh, that
12.
was
I think
cool.
I'm only level 8. Like, felt cool
That's
to
fine.
conquer.
Those flying guys can be a huge pain.
Yeah.
This is such a treat to record on, as I've been following the development for years.
Cool.
That's sweet.
Yeah. Don't let your
Yeah.
dreams be dreams.
No.
Did you have to commit any actual evil acts to
Yeah.
get into?
Yeah. What were they? Yeah.
You have to really get into character with that one.
I do really like the particle effects they got going on.
Yeah, I'm excited to play this more. Like, this is something where we've talked about the issues, right? But like I'm excited to end my day checking off a couple of quests and whatnot. Like,
For sure.
that's just me.
Gorilla mini boss.
Yeah, believe it or not, I feel like people are gonna be like, "Oh, Marcus hates this game." Like even after putting dozens and dozens and dozens of hours into this, I found myself like, I'm just gonna go clear out some random little quest
Yeah,
and just hang out for a bit because I like just walking around this world and then just soaking it in.
yeah. That's the thing. You can like games that aren't Last of Us 10 out of 10 experiences. Like, it's okay.
Exactly.
These are. I'm just now realizing they have the. I don't think. Is this the same gadget you can get in the game where you have like the chopper, right?
Oh, the backpack helicopter.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far. I just realized they have the same gadget.
They're really annoying.
Okay,
We recorded this in July 2020, so in the pandemic, but all in studio.
Oh.
Cool. A little socially distanced recording sesh. I mean, you don't have to have too many people in the room.
No, you literally could just have one in the VO booth and then one in the studio recording it.
Yeah, and then a director
Yeah.
calling in, or there.
As we mansplain how he did his job to everyone.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I guess I am mansplaining. I was more so pondering.
Yeah.
I think that's how
It was
go.
more me jumping in, like,
man pondering.
thinking I knew.
Man pondering.
Yeah, man
Yes. I love that.
Yeah.
Yes, I was man pondering. I don't do it much.
Try not.
There's not much that goes on up here. But it's mostly empty with a little bit of anxiety.
The inner machinations of your mind are an enigma.
Dan
Hey,
Phantom
Dan.
77 says, I like
Dan.
Marcus' review. I'm still gonna play day one. I think the review is fair and honest.
Thank you.
Also, shout out to Dan. I don't know if I've seen Dan Phantom in the Twitch chat for a little bit, so
Yeah, Dan Phantom shows up on my streams a lot.
good to have you. Good to have
See ya.
everyone. The lurkers, I see you out there. It's not a bad thing to be a lurker, but we appreciate you watching anyways.
Yeah, there's a few hundred lurkers today. So
Oh,
if you got the stream up, we appreciate you rocking with us.
We're just chilling today, you know?
Showing the support. Hope your day's going well if you're at work, school, whatever.
You guys remember Lurky the turkey from that one episode of Hey Arnold? That stinky reference in the story.
I
Oh,
don't.
yeah.
But
That sounds familiar.
very, very specific reference. he told a story to Arnold about how he had a pet. His family had a pet turkey named Lurky the turkey, and then they ate him.
well, that's cool. Alex Jordan said the recording of this game was super cool. When voice acting, you very rarely get to act alongside someone. It's usually all solo. But they had myself and Alex, who plays the light side, in two booths at the same time, actually reacting to one another.
Were you both? So both the voice actors were named Alex?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That'd be hard to work with. I wonder what that's like.
We need to get those two Alexes and then Alex, you and me
There we
in
go.
a room together.
Yeah, I think it'd be good.
The four Alexes.
Yeah. What are you doing over here, my guy? Oh, you're a bad guy. Whoops.
It's forming like a weird like X-Men style team of Alexes.
The team of Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah. The A
The
team.
school for gifted Alexes.
Yeah. There's no one who's ever used the A team, right? We can use that.
It's been long enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked that A team movie with like Quentin
Rampage
Jackson. Yeah, and
About that,
Yeah,
I
who
never
else?
saw it. I liked the A Team as a kid.
yeah, like Liam Neeson, I think was in that.
Yeah, he was Hannibal, right?
Yeah, I think so. All right, I think I have enough. Well,
Let's do it.
let's do
The
it.
movie existed.
I think
Dan
most people
asks,
did.
can I make my guy look like Ratchet? I think you can probably get kind of close.
Like if you squint, you can get the colors there. You know.
Yeah, go play Murgle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can make like a Sam's Choice Ratchet, sort of.
Yeah.
Good. Alex Jordan says calls it the Alex Men.
Ah.
Perfect.
There we go.
Perfect.
You guys need to go get matching like suits.
There we go. Yeah.
You're gonna go the movie route.
That thong though on your character is so funny. Does look like one, doesn't it? I don't know.
Hold on, I
who in
gotta see
chat
this. I
pointed
gotta
that
look.
out.
Oh, okay. Now I see it. Because when they pointed it out, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is. Because when they pointed it out, I was
That's
standing
great.
there. I was like, "Bro, what are you talking about?" And now
great.
I get it.
Heel thong.
Yeah, I guess I should put on the things. And this quest was getting basically cosmetic upgrades for my.
Yeah, can we see what's
Yeah.
Go to photo mode.
Yeah,
maybe,
I
or-
respect that you put the dragon head. I put the dragon head on my boat.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
No, the dragon head on this thing rips.
Yeah.
With those
Yeah.
ribs too.
Yeah,
Ripping ribs.
That sounds like a rib shop. We should open that.
Ripping ribs.
Ripping ribs. Let's see.
I'd go there.
I would eat there. If it was our faces on it, you better believe it. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Give you a little bit of photo mode. Give the people what they want. Look at that
Here's
rib
some
cage.
depth of field.
There we go.
Do you
Oh,
just
yeah.
did you turn your mech like that on purpose?
Yes, Marcus. I do everything on purpose. Little,
Oh, okay.
Little known fact about me.
I don't like that the dragon has a tongue. It's.
How's
I know
dragon-
dragons have tongues, but
How's
I
it
just
gonna
want it to be
taste?
a dark maw.
Oh, okay.
You know.
I used to wonder as a kid if they burned their tongues when they breathe fire.
That's a good
Mm.
question.
I like that he's just in there.
Yeah, right? I appreciate that he's just chilling in there. That's a nice touch.
In your military fatigues. Just
Yeah.
Really
That's
ready to
very
go.
cool.
That's great. Oh, no.
All right, let's go take out this world eater.
Yeah.
I haven't fought a world eater in my playthrough, so I'm
Oh,
excited
okay.
to see it.
Can you? I don't know if you can.
I'm
make
scared
that. Well,
to
you can
try.
break through that barrier there down
I
there.
actually
Saw the
think
little-
this is where. Ugh, okay, we made it. This is where I got stuck because it was pushing me this way. I was like, where the hell do I go? Because I can't fit through here. And then in frustration, I just slapped it. And I was like, oh, okay. I understand now. Yeah.
Big Slice, hello, welcome.
Big Slice.
We are doing well today. Hope you're doing well. It's Corey, right?
In the house?
Corey's Big Slice, right? Corey in the house.
Wow. Shout out. Yo, we're getting all the classic like 2000 shows references. So
Is he old enough to have his own show where he's the family man like Raven Simone now?
I think so, right? If Disney ever gets like that desperate for more content.
I guess the out of desperation.
Dan Phantom, that was Kermit the Frog inside the mech.
Corey owns the house.
It's like the reboot of Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Yeah. Oh, gentlemen, today has been a great day.
It has.
I'll just say it. You know, I don't usually like doing this, but today is my birthday, and I couldn't think of a better way. It is my birthday today, so I couldn't think of a better way to start my day than streaming with you guys.
Oh my god, I'm the worst. I went out with you on Saturday night to celebrate your birthday.
Yeah.
I didn't wish you happy birthday
See,
today.
Sounds like you had a great night.
Yeah.
It was a good night.
Alex totally
Happy
forgot
birthday.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday, everyone!
I'm
Alex Stadnik.
This is why I should have my coffee, Alex. I'm
Happy
sorry.
birthday to you.
It was
Happy
my
birthday.
Happy birthday to
Tell
you.
everybody how old you are.
I
Let them
am
know.
48 years old. I'm just kidding. I'm 27.
Uh-oh.
That's
Don't
depressing.
Don't become a musician. But,
Haunts me.
hey,
Yeah.
the big 7.
Yeah. Yep. Still 20s, but you know, looking down 30s. But it's okay because my mom always tells me 30s are like the 20s, your 20s, but with money. So hopefully that becomes true for me as well. So,
Yeah.
but
Sang Master says, I'm going to eat cake in your honor
I
today.
appreciate you. That is good.
Carmet says, so a baby. Yeah.
Facts. You guys have never seen me without a beard, and you never will, just for the record. But yes, that would ring more true if I was rocking the baby face.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, never say never like that,
Yeah,
Alex.
that's true. Yeah, maybe that'll be an extra life tier.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I will never. I could never.
No.
Why are you guys dropping
I don't think it
word?
would grow back.
Yeah, I've been working on this since I was 5.
Years. Yeah.
Either side of my head, I don't think it would grow back.
Yeah.
It would be to say, like, I cannot grow a beard. Like, I have a baby boy face where, yeah, I can get a stubble at best, and even then, that takes some effort.
Is it mustache
yeah.
stubble or is it like neck beard? Like where does it grow?
It's like the whole face, but like maybe less than mustache, but it's there. But it's like, it's just the whole face. So I guess if it grew in, it would just be a beard.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But it takes its sweet time. And I've always wondered if I like just.
Mine took me. I mean, my beard isn't anything to write home about, but it took me like 4 months.
Yeah.
I trim it now, but like originally, it took me a while to have it be full, and it for like 2 months it looked pretty bad.
You just gotta suffer through
I
it.
had like nothing but a neck beard at one point.
Yep.
It was very bad.
Oh, yeah.
Very bad.
I wish.
You just wore turtlenecks for a while.
Love it. I do wish my friends, like, we've been plenty mean to each other over the course of our history. I wish they would have told me how bad I looked with my neck beard, because I look back now and it's like, that's unappealing to most
Heinous.
people. Yeah.
Did you find yourself having like controversial like opinions when you had your neck beard phase?
I tried to be. I was kind of an edgelord, yeah.
Yeah, is that where you were at your most edgelord?
Yeah. Yeah. No, but the point of me bringing up my birthday was not to gloat. It's my birthday. It's that this has been a great time, and I appreciate chat, and I appreciate you too. This is a really good way to start things off. So appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
And
So
now,
cake.
I did think it was
future
worth. You took 3 shots before we started, but
hey man, yeah.
I
That's
won't
why.
report you to HR.
That's why the stream was having issues. It wasn't because.
You gave the computer a shot. You're like, everyone's in on the celebration. By the way, Dan Phantom, we are playing this on PC.
PC.
Yep. That's if you can play on PC, play this game on PC.
Yep.
Yes.
Or
agreed.
it sounds like Xbox Series X and then PS5, like in that order. It seems like.
Yeah. All right, let's fight the jumbo
Alex Jordan
puff.
says, I always was told the 30s are like your 20s with monies too. Then I turned 30 in a pandemic as a freelancer.
Oh no! So yeah, that was not the case.
Jumbo Puff. Let's take him out.
Get it.
Before it ends
I'm sure people have seen trailers for this game. You've seen Jumbo Puff.
Yep.
This is Jumbo.
And
He is very jumbo and very puffy.
oh
so-
god, I've lost myself.
Oh, what
They'll
are you
change his
doing,
name in a
Alex?
few
What are you
years.
doing?
Diddy.
Get out of there. Oh, Alex, my guy.
Ye of little faith.
Out on his birthday.
Not on
Maybe
my birthday.
26-year-old Alex would have died, but not 27-year-old.
The grizzled veteran you see before you is not about to lose. I'm gonna heal though.
2 fingers above the Adam's apple. Yeah, that's about where I'm at. Share everything below that.
I didn't used to grow a mustache either. I didn't think I could do it until I did it. And I wish I would have started it earlier.
Was it a good mustache? Like, were you able to like do a twirly thing with it?
No, not quite. If you guys look back at like, probably, this is like, I don't know why you would, because you have probably a lot more things to do in life, but like, if you go back and look in those like January, August months of the pandemic last year,
It's time for
where I was under the, I think I said to my partner and like my friends, I was like, I'm just not gonna shave until we're out of the pandemic. I was gonna do the bum look because I figured it was gonna be, you know, weeks, not years. So it got rough back then. So go take a look. Oh,
What is happening right now? Is he whipping you with
whipping me
lightning?
with an electric line. Yeah,
This fight definitely looks better on PC than it did on PS5.
nice. Yeah. Didn't like that. Oh, Hachi Machi. All right.
Grab it? Oh, okay.
Oh, what's happening? There we go.
Dan Venom asked, what's the hardest boss you beat on the first try?
Probably, well, it wasn't really that hard. I don't know. The one that comes to mind recently, because I only thought this is because I remember seeing people on Twitter having issues with it. I beat the first boss in Demon Souls in the first first try.
Like the one, not the one you're supposed to die to. Or
The
was it?
Phalanx.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't really a hard boss fight, though.
Yeah.
I beat the boss in the second biome of Returnal. I heard people were having a hard time with that, and I beat him on my first try,
Oh, nice.
which I felt I was very surprised. But I had a very good loadout going into that, so I was pretty confident.
I'm
trying to think. I beat the cleric beast. No, that took me 2 tries.
I was gonna say I'm usually a 2-try guy on some of those. Like, I think I did Gascoigne and Bloodborne
and you'll end up
second
with a
try.
ride down the intestinal
I
canal.
definitely didn't beat anything in Bloodborne on the first try.
You're
No,
inside of him now?
It's too
You
close
what?
to the end
Crazy.
station.
You're inside of the world.
Oh yeah,
That's wild.
yeah. We're doing a little Gears of War 2 worm.
Yeah, for
moment.
real. Yeah.
All right, let me go. There we go. Nope. Okay.
Let's see. Oh, Alex Jordan VO says, haha, I voiced acted in Demon Souls too.
Oh wow.
Wow, that's awesome.
Oh, who were you in Demon Souls?
Wow, what a super-sized
I'm curious.
wormwood. That must be as big as the Taurus is pumping.
Dan
at
Phantom
half a
says, I
beat.
still haven't cleared
You
the
know
second
what to
biome
do.
in Returnal.
You see, it's
Yeah,
what's
I'm
pushing.
stuck on the
inside that
third
counts.
biome right now.
I'm on.
I haven't played in a while.
Yeah.
I'm behind because I was busy reviewing this, so like I just got past this weekend the second
Yeah.
area in Resident Evil, and I won't say what that is.
Oh nice. Yeah. You
But
okay?
yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
doing all right. That was a lot.
That was a lot.
It was effective, we'll say.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, you didn't sleep much this weekend, did you?
Let's go, World Eater. See ya. Bye.
Oh, speaking of beating things on the first try,
Let's get it, baby. Hardest boss you'll ever
First-
see right there.
the birthday boy.
Look at that. 2 minutes before our time, too. Nailed it.
Man.
Absolutely incredible. You'll love to
Faded.
see it.
Destined.
Destined. It was destined. Today was destined to be a good day. And it is.
It was.
It was. I don't know what to say. Thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah,
Marcus?
we appreciate everybody being here.
Yeah.
Everybody, chat was active and cool. Thank you to Holly Spice for dropping a gifted sub to Alex Jordan,
Yeah.
one of the voice actors in this game.
Yeah. It's exciting. Thank you
Hey,
for
Maren, what's up? How are you?
Well, thanks for joining. We're ending the
should
stream,
go see-
We're
unfortunately.
ending the stream. Thank you for coming in and saying hello.
About
Yeah.
the machine was
And
named
anyone who follows the YouTube page, don't worry. If you missed this, the archive will be
Even if
up
out-of-date doubts your
tomorrow.
intentions,
The
he
archive will be
depends
on
your help, and the
Twitch as
Sifu
well.
is
So, but yeah, that's where you'll be able to. That's kind of the cadence of this, right? We'll stream on Twitch. We'll post the next day if we think it's relevant to the YouTube audience as well. So,
And I will drop our Twitter handles in chat if you'd like to follow us.
yeah.
Yep. And be sure to
Over
check
there.
out the my Biomutant review on
Yep.
GameInformer.com, as well as the video review over on Game Informer YouTube page.
Perfect.
Absolutely. Chat, it's been a great day. Thank you for rocking with us, as Mr. Van Aken said. I'm just getting my transition up, and we'll get out of here. But yeah, definitely check out the reviews, see if it's for you. And you know what? Have a great rest of the day. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks.
Bye.